What the heck just happened on YouTube? It like started a different stream that I didn't. It had like a title from. I don't even something. Okay. I was like, my YouTube is not receiving my OBS. Okay, the audio stream is low. Is that real? Are you being serious or are you just lying to me? No. Well. Okay, the audio stream. Nope, it's working. I don't. Yeah, that's weird. Okay. Earthen looking tiles, street name. Okay, so yeah. I don't know what's going on there. I think my audio is fine. Let me check one more time, eh? To make sure that I sound the way that I should be sounding. Hello? Yeah, that's normal. That is normal. Check one more thing, eh? Yeah, I don't know. I think that should be fine. I can add tree markers here too. Okay, yeah. It created like I had my scheduled stream like normal, you know, like I always do, and then it made when I started sending the stream over to YouTube, it made a new stream that was like instantly live without me starting it, that had a different title from like 6 months ago, and like all like the information from that stream from 6 months ago. I've never seen that happen before. It's really weird. I didn't like it though. I don't like it. I will continue to not like it. Okay. Whatever the case may be, let me run ads real quick and then we'll get started. Hello. I'll do this. Wait for the ads to start. Wait for them to come back from ads. I'll see you in a second. I am, ooh. I don't actually know if this song is allowable. It's fine. I'll see what happens on YouTube. If they I get a copyright notice about it, I will just eat it, as with everything else. So anyways, hi everybody, it's Friday. We got a pretty standard Friday stream here for us today. We got the trivia and the Dles, but then we're also going to be taking half of the stream to do a little bit of something that we did a bit of before. This week, this Friday, is close to the last week of the quote-unquote summer anime season. We have the fall anime season starting in October. I think the week of October, hold on, calendar. I think the week of October. Okay, thank you, Google Calendar. Thank you. I just want to look at the dates. Don't be weird and shit. What are you doing? What just happened? There. Okay. Thank you. So yes, next Friday will be the 26th. The week of October 6th. Around then is when the new fall anime season will start. We got tons of shows. Next week, next Friday, is when I'm actually going to be doing the, same thing we did right before the summer anime season. We're going to go over all the shows, watch all the trailers that are available, decide based on that and what I already might know about the show, whether or not we're going to be tuning in for the premiere and, subsequent episodes. We did that this season. I did a pretty bad job of sticking with the shows. I kind of fell off of a lot of them, not even because I didn't enjoy them, just because I didn't have the time, and also, like, I don't know. The habit of watching anime all the time has sort of fallen out of me. I do still watch every now and again, but it's not as, not as diligently, not as constant, not as much of a habit as it used to be. So yeah, I wasn't really able to get them all in there. Some of the big ones, the ones that I already had a lot of interest in, still ended up doing anyways, but yeah. So, I'll have that in mind when we look at all the trailers next week. But this week, we're going to be going back to the tier list that I made at the start after watching the first episode of all the shows. We're gonna go back to the trailer, or we're gonna go back to the tier list, and we're gonna see if things have changed. See if things are like better or worse than they used to be, you know? Simple as that, honestly. Simple as. Okay, so speaking of which, let me actually open tier list maker. Oh yeah, the Roblox anime game stuff. No. This one. Yeah, this one. There we go. Okay. So I have that ready for later. Some things are gonna move, some things are gonna stay in place. Some things, yeah, there's gonna be some movements here. Anyways, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We also have a YouTube video I want to watch for React Corner, so we'll do that as well. But in any case, let's just like hop right into it. This is the first tab I had open, so we'll just go with that. We're starting out with window capture? What? We're starting out with guess the game. I'm tired, okay? My sleep schedule has been like pretty bad. Not even the sleep schedule itself, the sleep quality has really taken a nosedive the past couple of days. I know today's today's stream is titled I Got the Potion. Has nothing to do with sleep, it has to do with my throat, the phlegm, the mucus. I have this bad boy right here. Read 'em and weep, kids. This is the real stuff, alright? This stuff they don't tell you about, okay? This is the kind of thing that puts some hair on your chest. Also, hold on a second. Yeah, I didn't realize that I was a little, gotta just move this around. There we go. Perfect. Alright, I was not centered. This is a potion. It's not a literal potion. Well, I guess what makes a potion, right? It is a, okay, I want to do this so that you can read it, even though it's in Chinese, so you can't actually read it. But it's this. It's Ninjongpei Pa Poa. Herbal formula, honey and loquat. Got herbs and honey in the bad boy. It's supposedly really good for your throat, good for your lungs, good for your vocal cords, good in general. I did some reading about it. I thought, you know, hey, this might help with all the horrible mucus I have to deal with in the evening times. I don't know if it will. I got it this morning, and as a result, I took one teaspoonful, because they tell you to take a teaspoonful. I tried it. It seemed pretty good. I mean, I don't know. We're still trying it out. I just have to move it back so that it's mirrored properly. But yeah, still trying it out, and as of right now, it's like, you know, it has that herby kind of almost minty feel. I don't think it has licorice in it, but licorice root would make sense because licorice root is good for your throat, even though I don't like the flavor of it. But yeah, we'll probably at the end of stream, around end of stream, probably take another go, because you can have it 3 times a day. But it's advised to have 3 times a day. Yeah! Straight from Hong Kong, manufactured in Hong Kong. So we got the stuff so far, and it seems pretty good. I guess we'll find out, you know, if I become a brand new person. No caffeine today, no other performance enhancements, just that. So I'm a little eepy, but you know, that's like kind of the norm, if anything. Back to this though. We're here to do guess the game. I've been looking at this picture for a while also yapping about potions and stuff. I think, what's that one game? It's fine. Hit me with a Dead Space 2. Why would you put Dead Rising 2 before Dead Space 2? 79 on Metacritic. I see blood. Is that a basketball court? Some sort of gymnasium? Dead Rising 3? It is a Dead Rising. Okay. Dead Rising. Did they? Well, what year did they say? No. PS3, Xbox 360, Dead Rising 2. Yeah. I don't know how I got to Dead Rising, but I'm glad that I did. Oh, that would have been the perfect clue. The Zombrex got to take every now and again. Also, this obviously as well. Yeah. I'm a gamer. What can I say? Ooh, they had new quests. They didn't add new... Why did they put that there? There's no new quests. Why did they put that there? I don't like that. Okay. Oh yeah, what was it I wanted to talk about? Was it Hikaru? The summer Hikaru died? Yesterday I was doing Danny's deluxe deals and demos. I didn't want to like start talking about stuff that are unrelated. So I said there was something I wanted to mention from yesterday. It had to do with an anime I was watching. Maybe it was the most recent episode of Dan Da Dan, although I had not watched it actually then, so it couldn't be. Was it the summer Hikaru died? Was it Clevitas? I don't know. I'm watching a lot of anime this season, man. And there's a lot of good stuff too, for real. It's quite enjoyable. I'm happy. People we're eating good this season. I just got finished watching like 25 minutes of like a 20-minute video about anime tourism and like people being like all these tourists or something. I don't know. I'm not like, I'm a part of the community insofar as I interact with the medium. But more beyond that, I'm not really in conversation with other anime enjoyers. Not very often, in any case. Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. Elements. Not rated. Disaster. Day of Crisis. PlayStation 1. Shenmue. Ooh, it's a hard one. But yeah, there was apparently some YouTube video where they were ranking the first episode, or I think it was ranking the first episode of every anime or something like that, or a bunch of anime, and like it got people heated for some reason. I was trying to find the video so I could watch it and, you know, assemble my own opinion, but I wasn't able to find it, so I still don't really know what people are talking about. I'm gonna run another ad so that we don't have ads for a while. I'm just gonna do this at the start, try to get as many ads in there at the start so we have a nice clean, untouched stream. Less ads the better, if you ask me. Okay, I don't know what game this is. PlayStation 1, is it Resident Evil? Is it Resident Evil 1? Is it Resident Evil Uno? No. The year 2000. I would have been 4 years old at the time. Kind of make it hard to remember, eh? I do remember the turn of the millennium, though. I remember people just always talking about like how things are gonna be different, how the world is gonna be different, how we ourselves will be different once the millennium turns. And then it did, and like nothing happened. I think that was around the time I got the cut on my hand. You can't even see it. You can hardly see it anyway. But you can see the start of the scar right here. It goes up the arm to like about here. I fell on broken glass. It also happened here as well, but I don't think that one's visible at all. Fell on broken glass because people were like just pushing each other while leaving a building. And there was a bunch of broken glass in the middle of the like floor because people were drinking Coke bottles and just throwing them on the ground and breaking them because entropy is like inherently in the nature of man. So, you know, I got pushed, fell into the... Oops, that's the wrong thing. Fell into the broken glass, like thing, into the pile of broken glass. Cut my hand open a lot. It was, you know, it was a time. What a time to be alive. And to stay alive, which is good. Yeah, we can't do that. I get a little... Atlas is pretty mean about their music, it seems. Anyway, what's this game? It's not Perfect Dark. It's not Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell 1. Teenage Mutant Ninja Essentials. Whoa. Whoa. It's not Parasite Eve. What is this? Chronos Digital Entertainment. Is it Aeon Flux? Fear Effect. Fear Effect. I know Fear Effect. I saw that chick. I thought she might look like... Oh, she shot that lady. I thought she might look like, Aeon Flux main character, whose name I don't know, so I don't know why I was trying so hard to think of it, because I don't know her name. But yeah, no. Alright. One more. We in there for one more. How about, Deliverance, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Please? 68 on Metacritic, so it's not a great game. Eh? What about... What about... Amnesia. Machine for Pigs. PS4, PC, Xbox One. The X-Zone. It looks like some kind of monster. I don't know, give me more info. It's not ordered 1886, is it? No. The hell am I looking at? What does that say? Something Warden. First Warden. Is it Lords of Shadow? The Lords of Shadow? Not Lords of Shadow. Lords of the Fallen? The Lords of the Fallen? Is it Lords of the Fallen? It's Lords of the Fallen! Oh, yeah, man. The funny thing is, I was first thinking of Castlevania Lords of Shadow, the 3D one, and Lords of Shadow 2. And then I was thinking of Lords of the Fallen, but then Lords of Shadow was still in there and poisoned my thought process. But we still got there with Lords of the Fallen. Not the Lords of the Fallen, or Lords of the Fallen 2, which is the one that's coming out in the future. The Lords of the Fallen is the sequel, or at least it's also Lords of the Fallen. Reboot? I don't know. I never played those games. Doesn't matter. Let's get to Worldle. Is Worldle not on here? Hold on a second. Worldle might not be on here. Time Guesser is on. How's Time Guesser on here? Wait a second. Is Worldle not on here? No, it's right there. Guess the country. I see it. So I don't know why they call it Guess the Country instead of Worldle. What the heck? There we go. Alright. We're back. Create a free account. Save your stats. Play on multiple devices. Create a free account. Save your stats. Oh, wait. What did they say? You can roll a random country or some shit? Nah, man. Is that Cameroon? Yeah. I don't need that. What the hell is wrong with you? Hey, it's the home country. Yeah. Yeah, I drove somebody to the airport because they're going here. They got there yesterday. Or this morning. Well, no, they got there yesterday and then got to a different part of it this morning. Okay. That's Nigeria. Take that away from me. We got... It's not the Gambia. That's Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial, not equatorial. My bad. You got me there. My bad. We got Chad in here. You touching Chad? You're touching Chad. Who isn't these days, huh? Who isn't? How did that happen? I have an ad blocker on. How did you do that? How did they do that? I have an ad blocker on. How'd you do that? What the heck? Allow acceptable ads is off. How do they do that? What? They're just, the more are showing up. How are they doing that? I'm trying to, I covered the side of my screen like that's gonna affect the actual stream. How are they doing that? Oh, let's go quickly. Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo, yeah, South Sudan, no, hold on. There we go. There we go. That's how you don't show the ads. Thank you. Move this back a little bit and get more neck support because I'm leaning pretty far back right now. We got around Cameroon, Nigeria on the left. They're south. Oh my gosh, they're so powerful, dude. They keep fighting back. I'm not sure. What else is in that vicinity? Libya? That's not what Libya looks like, though. It's not what Libya looks like. Oh, is that Gabon? There we go. I was looking at I finally looked at it and I was like, wait, this is the coast here. Because this is like, this is, what's it called? Human borders. Holy shit, go away. So the coast, this is like the natural water coastline. And I was like, oh, then there's got to be in the pocket, in that little pocket of Africa, around that West Africa area. And the only place that fits that criteria is Gabon. All right, I'm now gonna be Gabon. What's next? What's next? Let's go where taken. I'm really bad at this. I just like looking at the pictures. Okay, thanks. I mean, I can't even... I don't know why I'm lagging. Why am I lagging? I got no idea where this is, man. It looks somewhat the architecture I could see being European, but also not very. Like, maybe it's Eastern European? I could maybe like in like some of the ancient like Turkey or some shit? Like Istanbul or something? I don't know. Oh, it was in France. Oh, I was wrong as hell. It was right about Europe, but okay. Chantilly, France. That's where it was, right? Chantilly, yeah. Okay, we got... This looks like it's tropical. This building, very... Oh, shit. I feel like I know this region. We've seen pictures in this area in the past. What's that in the trees? I wonder. Are these palm trees? Is that palm nuts and stuff? Or there's just like dead leaves? I don't know. I used to have palm trees growing in my front, or I guess it wasn't my front yard, just in the house, next to the house that I used to live in Nigeria. This is not Nigeria, I don't think. I'd be surprised. Great view. It looks like an ocean, so it's coastal. Certainly coastal. I mean, it could be a freaking Oceania for all I know. New Zealand or some shit. Oh, it was Morocco. Oh, yeah. Lighthouse of Cape Spartel. Right next to Gibraltar. Yeah. Whoa, these salt flats? Does this count as salt flats? I don't know. Look at all the cargo, though. What's that? Those drums, or they turn them. I remember. Yeah, I remember watching it like a video about why they don't turn these sideways when they're transporting them. It might be a different thing that I'm looking at. They don't look like the coils I'm thinking of, actually. Doesn't matter. Whoa, went too far. What does this say? F-cab. Freaking cops are... No, probably not. What's the punishment for breaking the IRL word ban? I don't know, man. We had like did I turn it back on? Are the viewer rewards on? They're not even on, man. There we go. They're on now. I think it was the punishment stuff. So it's like, you get to pick based on how many times I run afoul of it. You get to pick whether I do the super sour candies or the bean boozled or the spicy gummy bears. I think it was like 4, like each affoulment equates to 1 point. And like it's like 4 points for the bean boozled, 3 for the spicy, and 4 for the sour, I think. Something like that. Maybe 5 for the sour, because the sour takes forever to fucking eat. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Ooh, look at those mountains, man. Take me out there. Let me lay in the salt flats and let nature have its way with me. I can be at peace. Best of luck. I'll await your orbital strike with bated breath. I don't freaking know. It's certainly some sort of large. It's not the Sahara to game or cry about politics. I mean, I have some time in the evening, but I gotta go to bed early because I gotta wake up early. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, things are pretty wild right now. Certainly. Where would this be? Where we got deserts but also train infrastructure. I don't think this is the US. The US doesn't really fuck with cross-state trains like that, and like regions like that at least to my knowledge. Maybe I'm underestimating them. But something tells me I'm not. I'm gonna go with... I think they got that shit in Saudi Arabia. Back. I'm just gonna put it in Egypt. Yeah. Somewhere in Egypt. It was in Chile. I didn't even think about South America. That's what I get. Damn, son. Hold on, show me. FCAB's EMD GT22CU3 and Clyde GL26C2 haul a load of lead ore. Interesting. From Bolivia to Mejilones, crossing the Carcote salt flat. It is a salt flat. At least I got that right. With the active stratovolcano Ollagüe in the background. Lots of information, especially about the trains. Y'all know any like train niggas? You know, any like train, like real train heads in your lives? Never. I've heard, you know, I've heard jokes about the train enjoyers, the big train boys who are like standing at the station and then doing the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the train and like, that's the one we came to see. Gosh, take a look at that. Look at the engineering, that kind of thing. It's a lovely thing, you know. Hobbies are good. All right, this is a beautiful, gorgeous, like mountain. It looks like a drawing. The way the light is hitting the camera, the lens here. Got cars. I mean, we're not doing time guessers, so time period doesn't actually matter. It's where we are. But we got cars. I can't read the license plates. Can I identify the architecture? Spoiler, no, I cannot. Not even a little bit. Is that... No, those aren't flags. A flag would go so hard right now, man. Flag would go crazy. We got building. We got people building stuff here, so it's even still in development. I mean, this is a gorgeous countryside. This is a gorgeous hillside, anyways. Probably lots of bugs, though. I mean, I'm thinking South America, but we just had South America, and my, like, test taker brain is like, they couldn't put South America twice. That's illegal. That's messed up, man. They gotta give some diversity for the daily. But, there's no real rhyme or reason. I mean, it could be, like, Italy or some shit, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go Italy or some shit. Somewhere in there. Yes! Assisi, I'm sorry. Assisi, Italy. Rear view of the Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi and the city. 194 points, man. We're only 69 kilometers away. Let's go. Nice, man. Nice. Okay. Last but not least, we have... Oh, I can't read the license plate, you bastard. Is Germany or something? Kind of feeling German. Why? I don't know. I mean, look at the road, right? That's a Berlinish road, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of just dropping straight sewage out of my mouth at this moment. I ain't got no rhyme or reason for this shit. That dude looks German, though. Alright, I know a German bloke when I see one. That guy right there, that motherfucker right there is not real. Because Germany is not a real place. Oh, it was Vatican City, Vatican City. That's fucked up. They actually put 2 in Italy. Well, okay, Vatican City is its own country, I guess, technically. So I guess it's not technically in the same country. Fuck me, I guess. Fuck me. Alright, you got me. You got me. I still got 142 points, though. We got the most points in those 2. We scored in 3. We got a gold, a silver, and a bronze. That's pretty good. We almost got 500 points. That's almost the best we've ever done in this game. So you know what? I will take it. Alright, where are we going next? Beam, 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 boom, beam, boom. Oh, let's do Lexicon real quick. Talked about it before. I've now understood the assignment when it comes to Lexicon. I've gotten pretty good at it. Makeup to thought. Makeup. Cosmetics. Beauty. Beauty. Alright. Thought. To put thought into words is to, write down your thoughts. To put thought into words, a poem? Hold on. Thought. Philosophy? Wait a second. Philosophy? Really? Philosophy and thought don't connect? You're stupid. You're a stupid person. Game. What do you mean, makeup? What do you mean philosophy and thought don't connect? Beauty and thought almost connect. But idea and philosophy don't. Okay. I'm okay though, is the thing. The funny thing is that I'm actually totally fine. Idea. Concept. Philosophy. Introspection. Really? Introspection and philosophy don't connect? No, I just talked up how I was good at Lexicon. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, stop. When you get stubborn and set in your ways, that's when Lexicon goes south. Play the game the way the game wants to be played, not the way you want to play the game. We have a thought, idea, we have makeup, we have beauty. I guess I'll just take these away because apparently I'm a fucking moron. It just doesn't, why would I ever imagine those to be connected? Don't put them back after I move them, you son of a gun. Makeup, beauty, idea, beauty, thought, idea, what am I trying to think of? I'm just gonna put poem in there. I don't know how okay. Beauty goes with poem somehow. Somehow. Stop moving them back. Stop moving them. Get them out of the way. Why do they keep putting them in the middle, dude? It's getting in the way of my thinking. Okay, poem to idea. I feel like poem and idea should be like right there, but okay. Idea and poem are close. Poem. Message. Really? Message and idea don't connect? They almost do. Poem and message don't connect? What about story, huh? Okay, I'm fucking stupid apparently. It's all bullshit. Why did you gotta do this to me today, Lexicon? I was just talking you up, man. I finally said that we buried the hatchet, and here you go, freaking digging it up again. Poem. Idea. Not a story. No ideas there. No messages with ideas or nothing. Certainly not. Idea. Thought. Okay, stop. I'm getting hung up on the fact that some of these words don't connect. Think of new words. We gotta create new words. Idea is like message. A gist of something. These don't even connect. Message and story don't get. Stop it. You're killing me, man. You're freaking killing me. You're busting my balls here. What about emotion? Okay, beauty and emotion connect somehow. Poems and emotion. Oh, what about words, huh? Fucking give me word. Word, sentence, idea, subject, object, philosophy. Sentence. Oh, they've got me all fucked up, dude. What is the central idea? What's another word for a central idea of like a text? Thesis? A thesis? Theory? Idea? How does idea not connect with any of these? You got me fucked up. Thought. Idea. Thought. Idea. You're fucking dead, Lexicon. I'm gonna take you out back and Lenny your ass. It's over for you. You've made a fool of me for the last time. Okay. Idea. Thought. Invention. I'm so fucking pissed off at you. You're stupid as hell. Nah. Makeup, beauty, emotion, subject. Beauty and emotion and subject? Subject? Emotion? Subject? I don't know. Thesis, theory, invention, idea, thought. I mean, listen. I guess because I'm thinking it, I'm like, it makes perfect sense, but maybe to a separate third party, they might be like, no, this line makes more sense than yours. But I don't agree with that person, whoever this straw person I've created is. I think they're stupid and they should shut up. Anyways, let's move on. Let's do travel real quick. We're going from Western Sahara to the Central African Republic. Western Sahara. Can I get a... There's nothing on the map. Why are they not showing my... They're not... I don't see anything. I don't even see the two countries. Am I crazy? There we go. I was like, what the frick? There's no words on it. Ah, that's Western Sahara. Is that by Mali? Well, since we're already doing it this way, let's go Mauritania. CAR, we can go Cameroon. We can go Nigeria. And we can go... I should have gone north of Central African Republic. Yeah. Not the best. How many guesses we get? 7? Does Chad touch Niger? Give me Niger. There we go. What was the faster? I could have just gone Chad. I could have gone Chad. Chad would have skipped these two. And Algeria would have skipped... No, you would have had to have gotten Mauritania. Yeah. Algeria, Chad. That makes sense. I kind of got, bogged down in a different line. But I made it. I'll take it. Nice and simple, honestly. Next up, we got Quizzle. Point Barrow is the northernmost point of which country? United States. 10 to the power of 0 equals 0, 1. Yeah. Which constellation depicts a hunter with a club and a shield? A club and a shield? Perseus ain't got a club, right? He had a sword. Nah, Orion. Yeah. What was Ferdinand Porsche's best-selling car design? The 911. The Volkswagen Beetle. I didn't know. Which Japanese country is the world's largest motorcycle manufacturer? Yamaha. Honda! Fuck! Alright, we'll take 2. I'll take 2 in there. Take me to the hex. Which of the following literary classics were originally written in English? War and Peace is not. I don't think Don Quixote was. Moby Dick. I believe Paradise Lost. Yeah! I think that might be our first time actually getting all of them right in Hex. How long have we been doing this shit? We finally got there. I mean, Hamlet is easy. Les Miserables is French. War and Peace, Dostoevsky, Russian. Faust, I believe, is German. Don Quixote is Spanish. I know books a little bit. A little bit. Let's stick with that. Let's go thrice, so I can show how stupid I really am. Miss Manners suggests serving little wash basins called finger bowls in which meal course. I don't know what the frick you just said. Who's Miss Manners? What are finger bowls? Amuse-bouche? Appetizer? French for clear the table gives us the name of what course where you might eat an eel flottant or a meal foyer. Those are desserts. Clear the table. Is it amuse-bouche? I don't know how to spell amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche doesn't mean clear the table. Eton mess are two not exactly appetizing recent in New York Times. Is it just dessert? It is just dessert. I should have just gone with dessert. I thought it was dessert, but I thought, well, does dessert mean clear the table? I guess the answer is it does. That's what I get. In 2004, a librarian cracked a 19th century medical textbook and found some little scabs left by what disease? Leprosy, syphilis. I think of it as super deadly, but what variola virus disease only killed a still not great 3 out of 10 people who contracted it? Leprosy? Huh. It's not syphilis? Oh, shouldn't be confused. Thanks to global vaccination effort, in 1978 was the last time someone died of what disease that shouldn't be confused with the Great Pox, aka syphilis. Measles? Smallpox, of course. Because they said Great Pox, smallpox. I'm stupid. I deserve that one. Okay. Arts and culture. Later, a long-running TV show. What 1991 David Simon book was subtitled A Year on the Killing Streets? (1991) David Simon book. 24. A Year on the Killing Streets. In Sue Grafton's Alphabet Murders books, H, it was for what violent word? H, hanging? Violent H word. Hernia. Hanging. Hang? Please give it to me. Fuck. A Gustave Doré print of Cain and Abel is the lead image for Wikipedia's article on what word that's just Latin for man killing. Homicide. 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 It's homicide, dude. Hernia. Homicide, man. Homicide. Oh gosh, this is one of the worst thrices we've ever. I said we were coming here to make myself look stupid. I think I'm doing a wonderful job at that. Entertainment for 3 points. Before he was Bill of Bill and Ted, Alex Winter's big break was rolling with Kiefer Sutherland in what 1987 movie? I feel like there is a world where I do know the answer to this, but unfortunately that's not the world I currently live in. Bill of Bill and Ted is Mike Myers? Which one is Bill? Which one's Ted? It's Mike Myers and that one guy who did Master of Disguise. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? It's on the tip of my brain. Guy. Oh, every time my brain almost reaches for it, it like runs away. Playing hard to get kind of shit. Bill and Ted. It's Mike Myers and Carson. No. Dana Carvey. Dana Carvey and Kiefer Sutherland in 1987 movie. Big Break was rolling with Kiefer Sutherland in I don't know, man. I don't know what movies Kiefer Sutherland's been in. Escape from New York. I don't think he's in that movie. Echo and the Bunnymen covered The Doors' People Are Strange, and what vampire flick that would... Oh, wait. Am I confusing... No, I'm not confusing Bill and Ted, right? Vampire flick that would totally have Echo and the Bunnymen covering People Are Strange. Is it Interview with a Vampire? Fuck. Because they never grow old or die. What movie with both Coreys just went ahead and named itself for Peter Pan's Neverland crew? The Lost Boys? Lost? Boys. The Lost Boys. What? Movie with both Coreys. Okay, hold on. Bill and Ted. Before he was Bill of Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, right? That's a movie with... Okay, yeah, I was thinking of... What was I thinking of with Mike Myers and Dana Carvey? Okay, it was between the movie with frickin' Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, Bill and Ted. I was confusing that with... What's the one with Dana Carvey and Mike Myers? Oh, I'm thinking of Wayne's World, not Bill and Ted. Oh my lord. Alex Winter played with Kiefer Sutherland in something. In The Lost Boys. Listen, I don't fucking know, dude. I had the wrong movie, so I was like, it was basically, I played it on hard mode by being stupid. Okay, The Southern Plains in the 1930s and the Worst Hard Time is the subtitle of a non-fiction book with what two-word title? The Southern Plains in the 1930s. Dust Bowl? Dust Bowl? Let's fucking go, dude! Redemption! Redemption! Good shit. Went from having one of the worst scores I've ever had in Thrice to like a pretty average score for me in Thrice. Okay, I'll take it. I'm just glad that we got something. Got a win. Hi, man. Yeah, we can game duel. Let's go straight to the game duel. 6 average guess attempts, huh? Cover art for a game. Carnival. Hello Kitty Carnival. That's a creepy hand. A big creepy hand. For example, Zombieland, the video game. Zombies ate my neighbors. Alone in the Dark, Heart of Darkness? It is Heart of Darkness! But I'm goated, dude! I'm goated! Oh my lord. Okay. Good shit. Alright. After that shrill yell. I don't have any water. I should get some water. I'll do that after we're done with this. Because God knows there's going to be more talking, and I would like my voice to not feel like razor blades. I mean, I can't think of a time that I've actually ever, like, done my voice that dirty. I've made lots of noises over the course of this, this endeavor on this channel, but nothing to, like, do any real heavy damage to my cords, luckily enough. What is that? It's like a star. Some sort of sports game, one of them esports-esque, like, what's that one, Fantasy Strikers or whatever it's called? Something Strikers. You know the one? Omega Strikers? Oh, it's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? Or is it Sonic is Dead? It's probably Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, right? You can see I'm really bad at typing, apparently. Mario. It's not Sonic and Mario. Mario and Mario. At the Olympic Games. Oh, correct franchise, Sonic the Hedgehog, wrong saga. Is it Sonic is Dead? No. Is it Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Transformed? It's not Sonic is Dead? What? It is Sonic is Dead. What is the name of this game? Sonic? Okay, hold on. I'll just look through it this way. Sonic, the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That's what it is. Damn, man, y'all got me fucked up. Yeah, whatever, dude. Sonic is Dead is the same thing. Is Mega Man 2? Is it Mega Man 2? No, it's not. Is it Mega Man 3? Is it Mega Man Original? Is it Mega Man X? No, is it Mega Man Collection? Is it Mega Man 11? Is it Mega Man... I did 2, I did 3. Is it Mega Man 4? It's Mega Man 10! It's Mega Man 10! They're paying homage to the crazy box arts from Mega Man 2 and 3. Well, I think Mega Man 2 is really the one that has the horrible, horrible drawing. This looks like a Yakuza game, a Ryuga Gotoku thing. Like a Dragon, Ishin. Okay, they don't have Like a Dragon. Oh, they do have Like a Dragon Ishin. Is it Yakuza 7? Is it Yakuza 6, The Song of Life? Is it Yakuza 5? Is that Yakuza 3 actually? I see, what's his name? Is that Samich? No. Ah, shit, I'm getting cooked, dude. Is it Yakuza 2? That's Yakuza 4? Yeah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, sure. That's enough cover art. Tekken? Maybe. There's another one with like seven versions. Not Tekken. Huh, not Double Dragon, right? Dead or Alive? Double Dragon? Neon? They didn't even have Double Dragon Neon here. Dragon. Dead or Alive? Dead or Alice. Dead or Alice is a pretty good name, honestly. Streets of Rage? But this can't be Streets of Rage. Nah, whatever. Is it? Oh, it's fucking Fist of the North Star, isn't it? Yeah, it's Fist of the North Star, of course, of course. The Mohawks should have given it away. Big buff dudes in like freaking jeans and really tight pants, studded belts and leather jackets with straps and shit. Punching a guy until he explodes all over the place. I know your style, Fist of the North Star. I know what you guys are about. No Man's Sky. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus. I got nothing, mate. Dragons. Total War. Empire. No, they don't have dragons in that game. I don't know. I got nothing, man. Tell me. I would never have guessed Doom the Dark Ages based on the artwork, I ain't gonna lie. He got me. PvP Cozy Cute Grid. PvP Cozy Cute Grid? When I saw Grid, that kind of threw a wrench in all my previous thoughts. PvP is crazy for Cozy Cute, but what's that one game, One Step from Eden, that I've played a lot of? They don't have One Step from Eden on here? Oh shit, they don't got good games on GameJolt, dude, what the hell? Okay, so it's not One Step from Eden. I mean, I don't think it would have been anyways, but PvP Cozy Cute Grid. Cozy Cute. Ultimate Chicken Horse. Magic Sword Fruits Rarity. Cat's Quest. Cat Quest 2. Shield Potion Weapons Crafting. PvP? Fruits? Angry Birds Grid? Grid. That's the thing. That's the one that like gets you off the scent. Sackboy, A Big Adventure. Shopping. Roguelike synergies collecting. But PvP? Is it sword, fruits, rarity, shields, potions, what? Is it backpack battles? Let's go. Okay, that actually makes complete sense. Yeah. For real. Okay. Bracelet, Breakstorm, Old Coins. What the fuck is a Breakstorm? Is it not Enshrouded? What's that one game with the chick who said, did I just fight that? Is this really happening? Be like adulting. The Square Enix game with the bracelet that talks to you and nobody liked it because it was insufferable. Well, I'm sure people liked it, to be fair. All I can think of is it's like one word. Enshrouded is what I keep thinking of, but it's not Enshrouded. It's not Enshrouded. What's the name of this game, bro? Well, let's get something else. A game with bracelets. A game where you use bracelets. Silk Song. Ushanka. Giant Boss Skill Tree. Cursed Land. Her name's like Faye or some shit? What's the game, dude? It's a Square Enix thing. I'm gonna look it up, dude. Square Enix. Square Enix 3D action game. Fuck me, man. I'm cooked. What's the name of this damn game, man? I'm going through all the Square Enix games by year to find it. Balan Wonderworld, man. Legend of Mana, Pixel Remaster, ActRaiser. They did an ActRaiser remaster? Chocobo GP. What a waste of oxygen. I might have passed it. So I remember Forspoken! Forspoken! Fucking, I was right too. It was Forspoken. There we go. Man. What a game, folks. What a game. Beat dash metal. Bit trip runner. You guys don't have Bit Trip Runner on here? I'll take Load Runner. Demon Shooter power-ups. Dash beat metal. Is it Ultra Kill? Damn. I thought I was cool. I thought I was cooked. I thought I was in there. Ultra Kill. What about Ghost Runner, whatever it's called? Ghost Runner 2. Boss fight, score attack, timed reload, beat, dash, metal. Is it? Oh, there's that one that's metal. Like metal. Oh, no. Metal Hellsinger? Is it Metal Hellsinger? It's the OG Metal Hellsinger. Haha! We got there. I'm kind of nice with keywords, man. Nice one. I know that freaking desiccated dead toenail anywhere. I'm kidding. I actually don't know who this is based on their foot. I mean, that could be it could be Paul Phoenix. Let's go. I don't know if I should be happy about getting that one though, in all honesty. That's kind of funny though. I was like, I'm looking at the gi, I'm like, who has a red gi that's like this mucked up? Yeah, man, Paul Phoenix. That's what I'm talking about. That is one Shell. How do you spell her name? Shell? 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 S? CH? Shell? CG? CH. Spell, Daniel. Spell shell. There we go. There we go. I mean, you can see the freaking fall damage boots. It's pretty straightforward, man. Good shit, man. Man, Portal? Kids nowadays never even know nothing about no Portal. Is this Jack the Ripper? As in Jack, as in Raiden? No. Really? It looked like nanomachine arm for sure. Is it... Hold on, I just want to see. Okay, it is Metal Gear Solid Raiden they were looking at. Because I was afraid that I maybe took like Mortal Kombat Raiden while I wasn't paying attention. Shiroyasha. Actually, maybe that might not be Shiroyasha. I think White Devil is Shiroyasha, but I'm not. Also, I don't speak Japanese. A war guy with a cool arm. John Call of Duty. Johnny Silverhand. Oh, it's fucking Aiden? No, Aiden Pierce is Watch Dogs, damn it. It's I never asked for this guy. It's I never asked for this. It's the guy who never asked for this from Detroit Become Human. My brain is not on right now. From Human Revolution and also Deus Ex. What's his name? It's not Aiden. It's like, it's something like that though. It's Air Alphos, dude. There we go. Adam, not Adun, Adam. Yeah. His arm looks kind of like, it looks like he has a really small forearm. Is that getting anyone else? Maybe it's just the way they cropped out this photo, but it looks kind of weird. Something off about this shit, like real bad. The arm just looks like it's weirdly small. Like if he extended the arm all the way down, it would only reach like just his like hip, basically. I mean, I have incredibly long arms myself. I can like reach almost my knee when I do that, but like, I don't know. It feels like a weird render of the guy. All right, let's guess our game now. A Hat in Time. A Hat in Time. Pre-2017. Pretty much all we know as of right now, and it has probably PC on it. Pre-2017 on PC, trying too. Pre-2011. Okay. Not a platformer, not fantasy. Probably shouldn't have guessed Trine in the first place. Ooh, sorry for hitting the microphone. I'm gonna do it again though. Just gonna move it. If we were thinking pre-2011, not fantasy, so it could be a shooter. I really hope it isn't, man. I really hope it isn't. Hit me with Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2. Big Red 1. You got that on here? Just hit me with Call of Duty 2. Okay, post 2005, not a shooter. That's good. Not warfare, not historical. Ahistorical, so it's a lie. This game is a lie. It's not telling the truth. Classic video game industry. Can't help but just distort facts. All for fun or whatever they call it. Nah, man. I only play games that are complete recreations of real life, second by second. I want a game where the 24-hour cycle is a full 24 hours, and everything takes as long as it would for a real person to do. That's my immersion. How about 2005 to 2006 to 2010? As well as 2006 to 2010. As well as no other information, basically. Actually, we don't have any other information. We don't know the genre or nothing. This is 7 average guess attempts, so it's not the easiest, but when we get our clue, we should be in a better place. We have no greens yet, which is kind of wild to me. When did... No, that's too early. That's pre-2005. It's probably Xbox 360 era. When did Gears of War 2 come out? It's not a shooter, but I'm just trying to narrow shit down. Okay. Pre-2008. Oh! Xbox, Microsoft Game Studios. Peggle or some shit? Are you serious? Oh, I would have been so freaking excited if I got it right. Show me the clue. Oh, a strategy sim game that's comedy? But, Peggle was Sony? I thought Peggle was Xbox. It's crazy to me. Okay. Xbox, well, it could be Epic Games, but I feel like Epic Games wasn't doing... Maybe they were. Maybe I just don't know. But I don't think they were doing stuff in 2006. Although this is 2008, so they probably did Gears of War 1, which probably came out in 2006. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. Lots of probably in those sentences. Comedy? I'm so yawny, dude. Stop. Get over yourself, man. 2006, as well as what games came out in 2006? When did San Andreas come out? It's not the answer, because I don't think San Andreas is a strategy game. Strategy simulation. Strategy simulation 2006. Microsoft or Epic Games. I could put Fortnite in here just to see if Epic Games is what I'm looking for. It's not Epic Games. Hooray! So it is definitely Xbox, Microsoft Game Studio. Apparently we got... Oh, because there's strategy in here. Oh, it could be RPG too. I haven't gotten any RPG. Survival? Sandbox? Open world? I don't think Sims is... Well, Sims could be Microsoft, actually. What am I talking about? Is it The Sims 4 or Sims 3? Oh, fuck, man. Isometric bird's eye view. Well, it's EA, not Microsoft. But it is a single-player only game. That's good. Single-player strategy, isometric bird's eye view, Microsoft Games Development Section, Game Studios. So like, Microsoft. Sim strategy comedy. I got nothing, Doug. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3? Sheesh. Yeah, Viva Pinata! Fuck, dude. It is a simulator. Yeah, it was Xbox 360. Xbox One, huh? Yeah, I guess they probably ported it, or it was available. You could play it on there. Probably like Xbox Arcade or some shit. Yeah. Rare. Rare probably wouldn't have helped me. I never think of Viva Pinata when I think of Rare. Well, that's our game duel time. I wouldn't necessarily say it was a good time, but it was a time. I mean, it was a good time though. We got some pretty good stuff with the character guesses and stuff. All right, Scrandle time. Pick your poison, left or right. Are we checking the pizza and beer from Brazil, or the mini pizza from Brazil? This one looks much worse. This one, while it doesn't really look like a pizza, honestly, I kind of like it. Fuck off, dude. It's a beer too. You get a beer for $1.50. Oh, it's pizza round, y'all. That's not a margarita pizza. Oh, it's from Italy. Okay, I'm shutting up. Maybe you know better than I do. This looks like a nicer pizza though. I'm sorry, Italy. Brazil versus Italy. 2 slices of pizza. I mean, that looks like a freaking sick pizza. Looks like the pizza is gonna give you a disease if you eat it. We got USA versus Honduras and USA. You get garlic fries and cheese pizza. Or Scottish pepperoni pizza. I did say I was gonna get water. I'm gonna actually do that real quick, y'all. I'm gonna do that, just grab myself a bottle. Maybe grab the potion. I'm gonna do it. I got my water. I got my potion. Oh, you've returned. I've just returned as well. All right. I've gotten my potion. I think it's been helping with getting all the evil out first of all, but it's okay. It's nothing horrible. It's just a herbal formula, you know. Got that honey and loquat in there. It's got lots of text on the back, all the nutritional information you need. So it's, you know, it's all on the up and up. Okay. I'm trying to see if I can do this in a way that I can keep it in the camera, but probably can't. It's okay. Open that bad boy up. Pull out the cap. I have to fight every urge to not lick the top. It tastes good though, by the way. It's not like a nasty thing. It's actually quite nice. Okay, so we just need a spoonful, right? Ooh, coming out slow. Oh, I overdid it. Okay. Oh no! All right. Could have been worse. As long as I don't accidentally drop it on my computer. Ah! Oh my god. Whew. All right. There's your spoonful. And then just bone apple tea, dude. Yeah, that loquat. Put in mouth and swallow slowly, or dilute in warm water. I chose the former option. I should actually no. There's a tissue I can use to wipe the rim around a little bit. Ooh, it's kind of minty. I don't know if it has mint in it, but it has that mint. If I drop this bottle and it spills on the floor, I'm actually gonna just like, you're gonna see me on the news. Local idiot runs into traffic. Okay. Let's pick up the cap without dropping it on the carpet. Pick up the cap and lick your finger every time you touch the honey. Don't drop it on the carpet. There we go. Oh. All right. No, look what you did, you freaking maroon. This is riveting stuff, guys. Best stream yet, I think. New highs. Always hitting new highs. All right. Oh. Yeah, it has that kind of minty after effect where like you're breathing in and you're getting that cool breeze in there. It's good stuff though, you know? Does wonders for the voice, I've heard. Ooh. Hopefully there'll be less of that throughout the day, you know? And it also tastes pretty good. I wonder if it's advisable to like put in your tea. I could see that being fine. If you can dissolve it in hot water, I wouldn't be surprised if you could dissolve it in tea or something, right? I might use that as opposed to honey in the future. It has honey in it, so there we go. I didn't realize my chair had started to deflate again. All right, we're scrandling. Oh, anyone else feel like sweaty all of a sudden? Ooh, I don't know if the camera or if the microphone is picking up from the neck cracks. Anyways, we have this 13.50 euro garlic fries and cheese pizza from the US, or this 6.70 pepperoni pizza from Scotland, which is more appetizing looking to the layperson deciding on social media. I mean, this looks pretty good. Shit. I would have voted for this if it was just me, if I wasn't trying to base it off of somebody else. This is offensive. I've seen it before. Kiwi sausage pizza. I mean, honestly, it probably tastes fine, you know? But it just, the kiwi's too wet. It's gonna make the whole shit too wet. But this is like a freaking insult. Yeah, I should have gone with the one that looks less like a direct insult to your character. That's not a pizza. That's like a cheese pie. This West Brom slice, you guys got me fucked up, dude. This just looks like a pretty solid pizza slice, honestly. I've lost touch. I'm out of touch, dude. Interesting. They put like a cross section of what looks like bacon or something, but they didn't cut along the cross section. Instead, they cut it in half here, and like the cross section is off center, so it's all just kind of annoying. But it looks infinitely better than this doughy looking pizza that I feel like would be horrid to go through. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. That's not okay. A pizza slice or a pizza with olives? This description is incorrect. Those are not olives. That is un olive. Single olive. You can see its miasma spreading to the immediate area. I don't like olives, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this pizza. I'm thinking I'm right. Oh, I can still feel it in me. It's hitting, dude. It's hitting. It's doing something in there, dude. I can feel it. I put it in the fridge too because I had one this morning. I put it in the fridge so it's like cold. So you know, like that. You know when you're like dehydrated or you haven't had water in a long time and you drink the water, you can like feel it go down and like into your stomach and spread. The cool feeling spreads throughout you. It's like that, but like twice, like half speed, and it's like a cool breeze, but not even like it's like a cool mass moving through my system. Also, I'm playing it up. It's just like honey and loquat and some other things. What we got in here? Sichuan fritillary, loquat, adenophora, poria, pomelo peel, platycodon, pinellia, schisandra, trichosanthus. I can't read that. There's like a thing in front of it. There's a little tag in front of it. Trichosanthus. Oh, it's just trichosanthus, which is a seed. We got polygala, ginger. Okay, now we're talking. Chinese licorice. There is licorice in this. It doesn't taste bad though. It doesn't taste too licoricey, which I'm grateful for because I didn't like that flavor. Menthol. That's probably the cool I'm feeling there. And honey. It's got 70 calories per serving. 70 calories in one spoonful? If you drank that whole shit, that's like... That's a lot. I mean, you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. But like, in 6% of all your total carbohydrates, 20% of your sugar for the day? For the average person. Interesting. Alright. Cool. Good shit. Allegiant Stadium 2023, a Sicilian pizza slice or a pizza slice from England? I'm gonna take the English pizza slice, man. The fact that it's just in the open palm, never closed fist, open palm. The fact that it's in the open palm like that is comical. By the way, that's a reference to Sean Connery talking about hitting his wife, and that it's okay for a man to hit his wife as long as he's not like using a closed fist, only an open palm. And then there's an interview where he's like, the lady is talking to him, he's like, do you really believe that? Because you said it before. And he was like, yes, absolutely. A husband should be able to put his wife in her place. Good shit. Am I right, fellas? Up top. Open palm. Open palm. Okay. Anyways, I'm sorry. Yeah. I always think, anytime I say the word open palm, that's the first thing I think of is Sean Connery. Is he still alive? Sean's still with us? I wonder. Let's stick with the food. Let me check. Sean Connery. He isn't. He died in 2020. Exactly, open palm so you don't go to prison. Listen, alright, if it's alright for Sean, then it's alright for me. God damn it. I'm kidding. Or am I? Okay, enough. Here we have a dish with chicken, tomatoes, onions, garlic, butter, red pepper, fresh cilantro, fresh parsley. First name basis. Me and Sean, you know, we go way back. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how he feels about people of my complexion. In all honesty, you know, if he's all for laying hands on his SO. Who knows what else? What other skeletons he has in his closet? Anyways, I won't speak ill of the dead any longer. He doesn't like people who moisturize? Yeah, exactly. He's anti-lotion. Fresh basil. Ooh, it's starting to work, dude. It's coming out of me. Okay, black pepper, salt, red wine, vinegar, bay leaves, paprika, and fresh dill optional, along with the fenugreek. This dish is a savory aromatic stew made primarily with chicken, onions, and a rich tomato base. Flavored with a blend of fresh herbs like cilantro and parsley. It often includes aromatic spices like garlic and paprika to enhance its taste, known for the hearty and comforting qualities, making it a satisfying meal, especially when served with a warm bread or rice. Here's the warm bread. And I don't think that's rice. I think I've had this before. I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm thinking East Asia, first of all. I wouldn't... Okay. No, I'm actually thinking Europe, actually. Chakhok Bili. Chakhok Bili. Chakhok Bili. Okay. Let's go Romania. Ooh, not Romania. Romania. Oh, let's go Turkey. Borders Turkey. Northeast of Turkey. Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia. Oh, Georgia! I'll take those points. I'll take those points. Yum. I would love to try it. Whoo! I was like, there are a couple of places I can think of in that area. Oof, we made it. We made it happen, man. 1 in 3 chance. Oh my gosh, dude. Is pulling off all the gummy stuff. Pardon me. Chakokbili is a traditional Georgian dish primarily made from chicken stewed with herbs and vegetables. Name originates from kokobi, which means pheasant in Georgian, indicating the dish was initially prepared with pheasant meat. Over time, chicken became more commonly used protein due to its wider availability and lower cost. Makes sense. Has staple in Georgian cuisine. I mean, it looks yums. I would love to try it. Oh, what have we here? Wait a second. All right. Let's read it. Beef, coconut milk, garlic, shallots, coriander seeds, galangal, tamarind, palm sugar, soy sauce, turmeric, salt, pepper, water, oil, bay leaves, lemongrass, chili optional, cinnamon optional, cloves optional. This dish is a flavorful, sweet, and savory meat delicacy made from beef, often served as part of a traditional meal. The beef is typically boiled until tender, then pounded, marinated in a mixture of spices, coconut milk, and palm sugar, and finally fried until caramelized and slightly crispy. This preparation gives the dish its distinctive, rich, aromatic taste and tender texture, perfect for pairing with rice or other accompaniments. The galangal, the tamarind, the soy sauce is certainly giving, once again, East Asia, this time for real though. Let's go Cambodia. Let's go the Philippines. Empal Gepuk. Indonesia? Oh-ho! Empal Gepuk is a traditional Indonesian dish with its origins in the Sudanese cuisine of West Java. Interesting. Primarily consists of beef that is boiled, seasoned, and then fried. It typically starts by boiling cuts of beef along with all the good stuff that we read before. It's served as a side dish or main course in Indonesian meals. Yums. I'm gonna put a yum on there. Hit that with a big yum real quick. Oh, they have a ruler just in case you weren't sure about the size, the scale of this bad boy. Flour, sugar, eggs, butter, honey, ground cloves, cinnamon, pepper, black pepper, interesting. Nutmeg, allspice, baking powder, ground ginger optional, almonds optional, and icing sugar also optional. Small spiced cookies made during the holiday season. Warming spices with cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, and white pepper. White pepper? Black erasure much? Contributing to their distinct flavor profile. Typically round and often covered in powdered sugar or light glaze, these treats have a soft, chewy texture that becomes richer over time. I mean, I'd like to try it. All that warming, especially as it says in the winter time, you get that in you. Warm you right up. The nutmeg, the cloves, the white or black pepper, depending, or maybe you don't see color, so it's all just pepper. And the powdered sugar is interesting. It's an interesting mix of like spicy spices, and sweet. There's got to be a place where winter is an issue, so I'm thinking somewhere up north. Do you think I got this in like Scandinavia? I feel like this isn't Scandinavian. I don't know. I'm gonna hit him with a Russia. Okay. The problem with Russia is that it touches like everything. Sweden, hot. Pfeffernuss. Have I heard of Pfeffernuss? Poland? Borders Poland? Germany? Have I heard of Pfeffernuss? I feel like I've heard of Pfeffernuss. Pfeffernuss is a traditional cookie associated with the holiday season in Germany, Denmark, and the Netherlands. Oh my gosh, there we go, I'm trying to freaking make this work. Okay. Taking a look. Okay. I've forgotten how to use computers, dude. What is this called? The Ninjiom Peipakoa has erased my memories. Okay. Cool. I'd love to try it. Okay. I don't know how I did that. Help. Continue the daily. All right, there we go. Everything is going crazy right now. Traditional cookie associated with the holiday season. Pfeffernuss translates to pepper nuts in English, reflecting the use of spices in the recipe, although pepper in this context refers more generally to a mix of spices rather than black pepper itself. Black erasure much, dude? I mean, I think I would love to try it all the same, whether it's black or not. Did we do Plate Off? We already did. I don't know if I like Scrandle or Plate Off more. Plate Off feels more official, more sanitized, cleaner. You know, they already have the presentation down pat. Scrandle feels more grungy, more of the people. You know, so I think I'm sticking with Scrandle, at least for now. Let's just see the first two dishes. Oh my! Oh. But then they also have the descriptions of the food, so you can learn things, actually. Passatelli from India, Italy. The dish is a type of pasta made from breadcrumbs. Interesting. Grated Parmesan cheese, eggs, and nutmeg. And then you make strands, you cook it, and then it's a soup. Sick. This is young coconut meat and brown sugar until a sticky, chewy texture forms. And then you put caramel flavor with the tropical essence of coconut, vanilla, or sesame seeds. I mean, I want that. I want that. Okay. We're not doing it, okay? We already did one. It is cool. I like it a lot. Maybe I am actually gonna take Scrandle down and do that one instead. Time will tell. Oh, hold on, actually. Let's do... instead of that, let's do Zoom Out first. Zoom Out! What game is this from? We did it! It's from Donkey Kong. Good old Donkert himself. I think I know this. Why do I know this? It's not, I don't think it's It Takes Two. Maybe I'll see you in another life. I swear I know this. Oh, it's Slay the Princess, or whatever it's called. Kill the Princess? Something the Princess? Slay, it is Slay the Princess. Yeah, Slay the Princess. Yeah. You know, expanded version subtitled The Pristine Cut was released on October 24th, 2024 for consoles, alongside a free update for existing versions of the game. It's a cool game. Nice game, and it also made pretty big waves. Hope they got plenty of money to sleep on under their mattress. Is this Kirby? Not Canvas Curse, the one where you play golf. The one where you played the golf. The one... Dream Course. Yeah, that one. No. Is this Cool Borders 1, 2, or 3 or SSX Tricky? That reminds me, funnily enough, you know, we're getting the remake of, I'm gonna go Cool Borders for now. Nope, they don't have it. I'm gonna go SSX. They don't... Is this really not Cool Borders? That looks like Cool Borders to me, man. Is this really not Cool Borders? You got me fucked up for real, dude. What is this then? We have a lot of old school genres coming back. I saw it this morning. They had the trailer for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk's sequel game, Hyperfunk, which I'm excited for. As somebody who has like lots of, you know, warm feelings about Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio, if you're a pal. And you know, that genre of like game in general, that's sick. I also saw another game that looks like it's like the return of SSX. I was thinking about it because like, holy crap, I don't think kids nowadays really know anything about the SSX games, because like they don't really make those kinds of like snowboarding extreme sports games. I know Skate 4 literally just came into early access, like came out on early access this week, so that's a thing too. The game is Hyper Yuki Snowboard Syndicate. Yeah, and it's like a mix between the Jet Set Radio kind of like funky, like punk, not punk in like the grungy punk that people think of, but punk in like the counterculture kind of like colorful punk that the Jet Set Radio and all those kinds of aesthetics kind of denote. But yeah, it's like that, a mix between those two things. I don't know what this is. Snowboard Kids, SnowRunner, 1080 snowboarding. It's 1080 snowboarding. Okay, gotcha, got there. But yeah, I mean, it's nice. I grew up, you know, playing those games a lot, whether it was, you know, Tony Hawk or SSX or what's that one bike one? Not BMX Triple X. Relax. Not, is it Echo? Was it like an Echo? Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, Bomber. I mean, obviously Jet Set Radio and the like. And the like. I'm happy. I hope those games do very well. I'll buy Hyperfunk, and depending on how Hyper Yuki looks, you know, I'll check that out too. You know what? No, I'm done with the zoom out for now. I'm gonna go to let's check out Disorderly. Let's see what they got on here. This song goes so hard, man. What a great soundtrack. Sort these milestones in a child's development in the order they're typically reached. I can do this kind of. Looks for objects when dropped out of their sight. That's like object permanence. That's pretty late. Raspberries, pretty early. I mean, if you warn them about something, that's kind of two words together. Stacks two small objects. Walks holding onto furniture. Send it. Shit. I got it all wrong. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Blows raspberries. I did not realize. Okay. Yeah, blow raspberries is absolutely the first one. 9 months for well, I mean, it's not necessarily object permanence, but it's pretty much object permanence, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, raspberries is like the kids just be doing that. That's pretty much their only method of expression apart from crying at that point, right? I'm not a child expert, okay? But I have taken care of kids of varying ages my whole life. That's it. And I love kids. But like in a not like creepy way that puts me on a list, like in like a wholesome like adult. See, now the word adult feels weird when you say it in this context, but like well-adjusted person way, okay? Shit, man. Anyways, sort these politicians. Nah, I don't want to sort any politicians, man. Not in this climate. Are you kidding me? All right. I think that's all I care for Disorderly today. We got Fischl, we got Pixie. Let's go Pixie. Entertainment TV program. Remember when I got that Pixie Angelina Jolie in like 2 goes? Shit. I got no idea. TV program. I'm getting rid of my score. I don't know what I'm looking at, dude. Happy Days? Fucking let's go! I'll take the points. You're a luminary, all right. Who are you, ChatGPT? Trying to glaze me? Trying to sycophant me until I become deluded into thinking I'm the third coming of Christ or something? Honestly, I'm just okay to... Well, what time is it, actually? Nah, we got plenty of time. I lied. I'll come back to this. No, let's do it now. I lied again. Let's go Any Guesser, which means it's time for YouTube to say bye-bye shortly, soon. This is Haikyuu. Does it matter if I put 1 or 2 U's? No. Okay, good. Oh, look at this. They've added all the screenshots and stuff. Nice. Nice of them. Are you Bleach? No, you're... Oh! Oh, I know what you are. I know what you are. I know what you are, but I don't remember your name. I know this chick with the eyeliner, the dark eye, the shadow. Oh, I know her. Oh, I know what you are. Oh, what is the name? It's not Aeon Flux. Is it like No. Oh, what's the name of this damn show? I need the title clue. I need the title clue. Ergo Proxy? Is it Ergo Proxy? It's Ergo Proxy. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I wish I could have remembered just from seeing this, man. Damn. Last but not least, I feel like I know this one too. Are you Outlaw Star? No. I know your ass. How do I know your ass? I definitely know this show. Tesla, no. What is this? Tenchi Muyo! Of course you know Tenchi Muyo. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, that was Tenchi Muyo. Damn. Ah, that's a tragedy. That's a true tragedy. All right, we got Gilgamesh, we got Mao Mao, we got Dead Man Wonderland Girl, I don't remember. Which Gilgamesh is that, though? That's Fate. Stay Night, probably. I don't know. It's Gilgamesh, though. There's Mao Mao. Okay. Mao Mao, thank you. From Apothecary Diaries. Dead Man Wonderland. Is her name Wonderland? Alice in Wonderland. And I feel like this guy, maybe you're like Noragami or something, I don't know. Kami-sama Shido. Hey, okay, oh, you're so kind. You're so kind, actually. Kami-sama Hajime Mashita is Kami-sama Kiss? I'm not familiar. Kami-sama Kiss? From what year? 2012. I am not familiar. It's Yugi Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh! The other Yugi. I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. I don't know who you are. I think I might actually know who you are, but I can't think of who you are. So I think that's it for this round. I put 2 U's. There's 2 U's in his name, not 1. I'm actually Black Bullet. Sonny Boy. Okay. That sucks. It's my fault. Oh, I know this dude. I know this MFer. I don't remember where from, though. I know this guy, though. Wait, you're not a FMA, are you? You got the eye shape of what's her name? The artist herself. I'm gonna put Full Metal Alchemist. It's 1 word. It's 1 word. Alright, I was right about that. I'll take the points. Phantom World, Love Live. Yeah, just remove all the Love Live characters. This shit pisses me off. It has the community averages now. Oh no, wait a second. Do they always show the community average? They do. No, dude. Ergo Proxy Cop got me. Tenchi Muyo. No, I'm ass. Dude, they added community averages. That's actually so sick. I deserve those extra points. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm glad. All right, let's guess the opening. Start YouTube back up again so that they're, so that they can join in on the fun when I won't get copyright struck anymore. I had no idea. I was gonna put like Magic High School. Magic Beat Breast Secret Sword Scroll. Yep. That's what it is. Dance with Devils. Unfamiliar. I will not lie. Unfamiliar. I remember I was trying to rewatch Kids on the Slope. And for some reason the Japanese dub wasn't like working, so like I didn't, but I did hear the opening many times when I was trying to rewatch it, because yeah, that was maybe like 3-4 years ago. So yeah, it's still fresh in my memory, fresh enough anyways, fresh enough that I'm like, oh yeah, I've definitely heard that one before. Good show, at least as far as I remember. I couldn't refresh my memory, but I remembered it being good, so I was like, let me do it again. I keep getting the little morsels of the Ninjionpei Pakoa. All right, we're guessing an anime. Start with Naruto. Lil Naturu. Lower rated, newer, nothing else to note other than it's not based on a manga. Sword Art Online. Higher rated, newer, not based on a light novel, nothing else to note. An original, then, Kisniver. It is an original, it is sci-fi, post 2016, higher rated than Kisniver, which is higher rated than Sword Art Online. I haven't watched Kisniver, so honestly, I didn't really like Sword Art Online too much anyways. But I mean, neither of them are rated poorly. They're both pretty solidly rated, all the same. Post 2016, original. Brand new, and well, it's not Trigger, so it's not brand new animal. An original. What's that one? Fina Warrior, Fina Pirate Princess. 2021, pre-2021, sci-fi. Oh, I thought this was music from it. Carol and Tuesday, original. It is an original, but I feel like that's rated too high. Well, I guess actually it's anything lower than an 8.01. It's... what studio does that? Is that Madhouse? I think it's Madhouse. We'll try it. Bones, not Madhouse. Bones. Higher rated pre-2019, so we're looking at 2017, 2018. 2017, 2018 sci-fi original. Huh. What's that one that was on Netflix? I don't know if it counts as anime though, technically. There's that one. My brain's going Cannon Spike. Cannon Spike is that's, I can't remember her name. Killer Bee. What's her name? My brain is not, the recall of my brain ain't working right now. Street Fighter. Cammy. That's Cammy's move. Cannon Spike. There we go. I was like, what's happening right now? Right? Cannon Spike. Okay, it is also the video game. Yeah, I was right. All right. That's the one where you're on roller skates and shit. And you play as Charlie and Cammy. All right. Not important. Not at all important. 2017, 2018 sci-fi anime original that is rated around an 8, 7.9-ish, so very well liked. Original 2018, 2017. When did Vivi come out? 2021. Not Studio Wit, or Wit Studio, technically. Well, that reminds me. I don't know if it's on, because I don't think it's on the tier list I have, but I wanted to also talk about To Be Hero X. That's what I wanted to talk about today that I didn't want to talk about yesterday. To Be Hero X's final episode of the first season came out. Man, what a show. Absolutely spectacular. Definitely China showing that it's got real hands. I don't know how Lord of the Mysteries is going right now. I haven't really heard anyone say any single thing about it since it came out, other than like people are excited for this. It's out and it continues to be out. I haven't heard anyone be like, holy crap, it's so good. So I don't know how it's doing, but on the other side of the fence, or actually on the same side of the fence, because it's also a Donghua, To Be Hero X's. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10 because like, I don't know. I don't think it's perfect, but it's really freaking good. An 8, maybe a 9, a low 9, high 8 out of 10. Great show. It at least for me, as somebody who has a bit of superhero fatigue. I mean, I you know, I've read One Punch Man, Samurai Flamenco. That's kind of that's like Tokusatsu superhero, slightly different, but My Hero, you know, all those kinds of stuff, and then obviously Marvel fatigue. I think To Be Hero X is like does a great job of like giving a fresh take on superheroes and the superhero genre. And then the multimedia stuff is sick, and the characters are cool, and the animation is amazing. The music is really great also, and I think Sawano is doing it. Sawano is doing the music on it, so yeah, I mean, shit, man. It's good stuff. Anyways, it's not To Be Hero X. It could actually be To Be Hero, though. It could be To Be Hero 1. What, To Be Hero was 2025? No, that's not the right one. Am I thinking of To Be Heroine? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not that, probably. We got 5 more guesses. Original sci-fi. Sci-fi. I can't. Yeah, I got nothing, man. Give me the picture. Megalobox! Dude, I love that show. Megalobox. Okay. Combat Sports Adult Cast. Yeah, TMS. Shit, man. 7.88. Interesting. So only 0.04 points up. Megalobox, man. Yeah, that's a good one, man. I have a lot of Megalobox music on my workout playlist. All right. Well, that's our Anidil for the day. And now is a perfect time to move on swiftly from Anidil to more anime stuff, and then we'll do more dulls after. Well, let's do global real quick, because this one is a pretty fast one. And then we'll do our little react corner shortly. Somalia. It's on the mind because somebody said something about Somalia recently. I wonder what it could be. I'm not going to talk about it though, because that's not what this is not what today is about. Okay. All right. What about India? All right, India's cooler, so let's go Italy. Italy is very warm, 5 miles away at that. Grecia? It doesn't say it borders, so it could be Grecia. No. Spain? España? Germany? I mean, there's a lot of countries in between there, actually. Hold on. It's not bordering. So could it be Bosnia and Herzegovina? No. Hit me with the France. France is adjacent to the answer. France to the ants. It's not Luxembourg. Well, it could be Luxembourg actually. Luxembourg is cooler. Sorry, I lied. I meant Liechtenstein. I don't know how to spell Liechtenstein. How do you spell Liechtenstein? Liechtenstein? All right, Switzerland. Is it Monaco or some shit? Get out of here. It's Monaco or some shit. Fuck you. The country's so small it's not even visible on this shit, man. Made me forget you existed. All right. Well, I said we were gonna do that when we did it. I told you it'd happen quickly. Hold on, let me now just set things up real quick, get rid of some tabs, save some bandwidth. Yeah, we did that. Did I do Guess the House? I definitely didn't do Guess the House. I'll do that in a second. You're just gonna see, I'm just gonna be flashing in different colors, you know? Y'all already know how it be. Alright. Alright. right, so I want to watch a video. We're watching a video today, everybody. It's the end of the summer anime season. I more than dipped my toe in many of those anime, and so I want to do a bit of a retrospective on what we've seen, what we wished we didn't see, what was good, what wasn't, what's worthwhile, what isn't, what to keep an eye out for as it continues, because not a lot of the stuff is actually done. A lot of the 12 anime seasons or 12 episode anime English. A lot of the 12 episode anime that are coming out are like, you know, closing out now. There are some from mid-spring season that are closing out now. There were like 26 episodes and stuff like that. So, you know, we're here now. This is where we are. And I want to watch a video, and it's a courtesy of Mother's Basement. Mother's Basement video. This is hottest trash anime of summer 2025. We're going to be taking a look at some of those trash anime. Trash for various reasons, but trash doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad to watch. It means that it's not, you know, it's not the fine dining. It's the garbage. It's the junk food, some might say. So let's take a look at what he has to say, and if it's a show that I've watched also, I'll be able to put a sprinkle in my own 2 cents. I haven't watched this video yet, so this is also a way for me to watch it, finally, because I forgot that it existed, because YouTube sometimes doesn't recommend me the people that I subscribe to, because YouTube is the worst, somehow. Not really something, it's pretty clear how. Anyways.
Welcome to Chez Garbage. I'm so glad you could make it tonight. And you will be too once you see the
I didn't watch that one. We watched the trailer for it.
The likes of which I've never seen before
Nukitashi.
in all my years of trash
Nukitashi is probably bad for you.
The greatest trash harvest in anime industry history. From all-time classics we
Panty and Stocking. I actually haven't watched Panty and Stocking yet.
Modern trash flavors to a main
I'm a fake fan.
So insane, you had to sign a waiver before you even came in here, which was pretty difficult with you being unconscious and all, but we bought a recording of you saying yes to a phone scammer once, and our lawyer says that's good enough. That'd be a real good place to segue into some kind of privacy sponsorship if we had one. But this menu is brought to you by Sword of Convallaria.
Sword of Convallaria. I've seen ads for this game before. It's really cool. Oh, it's got a Delicious in Dungeon crossover. Fuck you. I'm not well, we'll table that discussion. I've seen it. I've seen ads for this game, as I think it was yesterday, during yesterday's stream. I was talking to B Snell about you know, whether I was, you know, into the tactics games, Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff. I used to play Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and I like the art style and like just the vibes in general. So seeing Sword of Convallaria, I'm like, oh, it looks like it's kind of that thing. And apparently they have a Delicious in Dungeon crossover, which looks cool. And you can play as Senshi, which is sick.
Nostalgic world of Sword of Convallaria.
I'm not playing it. Okay.
Get ready for a great
I don't need any phone
with
games
your
right
favorite
now.
monster gourmands. Now to start you trash gourmands off, we've got a lovely selection of trash appetizers for your consideration. Rom-com lovers will love Dealing with the Mikadono Sisters.
See, I almost watched Dealing with the Mikadono Sisters. It was right on my cutoff, because I'm not like, I'm kind of out of the romance harem like genre game, you know. That was a big one for the younger me, but I've sort of left those horizons, left those fields to the more virile younger generation. But I've heard good things about it, and then from what I've seen, it actually looks like it's a solid show. It's not just like a, you know, bottom of the barrel power fantasy, like no characters or writing, like slop fest. It's like there's heart.
The Breeze, a wholesomely hilarious harem thing that follows the orphan son of a famous quintuple threat actress as he's adopted by one of her old colleagues and sent off to a fancy private school for elite prodigies, despite having no particular talent of his own. This is initially quite the shock to his new class/roommates, the titular sisters, who are geniuses in shogi, martial arts, and acting, respectively, and look down on anyone who's not a prodigy as essentially subhuman. But they slowly come to appreciate just how much Yu's support helps them push their own talents further. And they immediately come to appreciate what a cutie patootie he is. Yu may not have any of his mom's talents, but he got all of her good looks, and the little shit knows it. With a smile and a wink, he's got the kung fu tsundere eaten out of his hand before she's even willing to eat food off the plates that he serves her, and the resistance of the rest breaks down soon thereafter.
The resistance.
I honestly love this little short king even more than his gremlin girlfriends, despite the fact that they
that's one of the things that a lot of the older and just a lot of the trash harem shows don't do. That's like one of the things they miss, is because for a lot of them, it's just like, it's just substitution. You know, it's power fantasy. They want you to feel like you're the main character. They just turn the main character into essentially just like a freaking empty space where like a human personality should be. And like, there's nothing redeeming about the main character. So for anyone with the brain and like with their hands not like on their own shaft, they can be like, they're like, why do any of these characters even like the MC? Why should I like the MC? But the point is to be like, no, I am the MC, and they like me because I deserve to be liked. But in shows that like actually do it well, whether it's 100 Girlfriends Who Really, Really, Really Love You, or this one, or just, you know, even Clanad, obviously. I mean, the main character has a personality. They're likable, they have agency, and like there's someone that you're like, I get it. I get why the girls like him. He did make sense. You know? It's good. It's good writing.
Some of the best waifus we've seen in, I mean, not years, because 100 Girlfriends was like this year, but you know, on that level. And I think that's a sign of a top-tier harem anime. Protag should always be best boy, or best girl if it's a reverse harem. Otherwise, how does it make sense that all the other best girls / boys are after them? Haruhi from Ouran High School Host Club is both, and come to think of it, Mikadono Sisters' witty humor, absurdly affluent setting,
I forgot about Ouran High School too. It's a good choice.
Remind me quite a lot of the second greatest harem anime ever made. In fact, it may well be a contender in its own right for the top 10 harem anime of all time casserole that I'm contractually obligated to cook up at some point in my career. So
that's high praise, though.
Just a trash potato.
Yeah, why
why
is it high
not give
praise?
it a golden dumpster or 5? Because at the end of the day, it's just a whole lot sweeter than it is spicy. I'm giving Mikadono Sisters 4 novelty trash baskets full of cinnamon rolls. The f*** you mean a cinnamon roll's not an appetizer? You're eating garbage! For the isekai enjoyers, we also have Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, a story about a mysterious parallel.
This one right here is one of my sleeper hits for the season. I thought this show was gonna be just like basically just like a puddle of mud on the ground, because you know the bear wearing its its ideas on the face. It just seems like it's not really much anything other than a joke of like ugly guy is the main character, but it actually does a really good job of like making a world that's interesting, if not very pretty because the art isn't that great, but interesting, and the characters are interesting, and it's funny, which is very helpful, and there's like actual story conceits that are interesting and make you want to watch more. It actually does more than just like the bare minimum. And the characters have more depth than, you know, a droplet of water on like a table. You know, it's nice. It's nice. Better, way better than I thought it would be. I originally put it down for like I think 3 episodes or 1 episode, and ended up watching like I'm kind of off of it right now because I'm not watching a lot right now, anyways. But it's still on my list, and I am gonna go back to it. So I think I'm like 6 or 7 episodes in and enjoying it. And laughing at the jokes, which helps.
Fantasy
like I said.
world that anyone can visit by performing a certain ritual. Our parallel fantasy world so have Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, a story about a mysterious parallel fantasy world that anyone can visit by performing a certain ritual. Our hero Shigeru is ugly.
It is also refreshing that you don't have to die to go to the other world. You choose to go to the other world rather than being forced to go there, which, you know, similarly to No Longer Allowed in Another World, it, you know, adds the conceit of like why all the people who are here, in all the isekai people in this world, left the other world because they didn't want to be there. So like there's something to unpack there. It adds a story conceit that you can unfold for each character that you introduce.
ex-salesman with a heart of gold who lost his job due to a false train molesting allegation and jumps at the chance to escape his miserable, unemployed existence into that RPG paradise using an exploit to minimize his looks in exchange for maximum stats, which he further enhances to literally godlike levels with essentially a binding vow that if he ever has sex, he'll die, which really sounds like setup for an edgy incel lone wolf revenge fantasy thing.
It does, and then, like, exactly that. It buries it throws a bit of a misdirect there, because like it looks like it's just gonna be like a barefaced power fantasy, but it's not. The main character is not even like that. Like his presence, like, is he'll talk about
by its cover. Ugly Mug Epic Fighter is the exact opposite of that. The show immediately plops Shigeru into a party full of people who are all escaping from their own tragic pasts back on Earth, and most of the story is spent unpacking and dealing with their various baggage and the trauma of other isekai travelers whose paths happen to cross theirs. Though some of those hurt people are prone to hurting people and do need to be stopped. Shigeru makes it his mission as a god to help his new friends and all the other good people they meet finally get what they deserve after our shitty world denied it to them for so long. But he doesn't want to hurt anyone's self-confidence by doing it.
Yeah, so it does have, he's about to talk about it, does have anime conceit, not just an anime conceit, a conceit in fiction, in storytelling that I'm not the biggest fan of. And it's where somebody is like, you know, it's not specifically the liar revealed trope is one of my least favorite tropes in storytelling, period. Any story that has the whole liar revealed thing is just like, it's done so often, it's played so melodramatically. There's always, you know, the, oh man, you lied to us, like you're not really the hockey coach, you just happened to fall into here. But like, no, but I wasn't your hockey coach, but then I realized that I actually love you guys and I love hockey and I want to be your hockey coach. But they're like, no, you're a liar. And then there's like the next 15 minutes of the movie or whatever else where like they're in the rain and eventually they all make up and it's like, you know what, you are our hockey coach. I hate that shit. I hate that liar reveal trope, but it kind of is like the precursor to that, which is like the liar the liar trope, I guess, the pre-revelation of the liar. So in this show, the main character is hiding his power level. He doesn't want anyone to know that he has like basically infinity stats and is invincible and like basically omnipotent, because he doesn't want to hurt their self-esteem, like he said, but like he just like doesn't want to have to like deal with being put in in that kind of position or pedestal, kind of, which is understandable. But you know, I think this show does it in a way that's not too annoying, which is helpful, because it can be very annoying, especially if the character, the opposite of that is where the character is overpowered but they don't know they're overpowered. And I'm also pretty tired of that trope as well, because a lot of anime do that.
Everything for him, so he's got to use his OP powers all stealthy-like on the down low and let them take credit, you know, Detective Conan style. It's a hilarious, heartfelt, genuinely beautiful story, at least on a script level. Visually, the art style's an acquired taste, let's say, and the animation only occasionally takes advantage of those cartoony proportions when it's animated at all. It's also not all that trashy, but I do feel like I did it pretty dirty in the intro to my last pop-up cafe, so let's give it 2 baskets of rolls.
Okay.
What's that? You're craving something spicier? Can't just wait for your damn meal? Fine. We do have one more I can't believe it's not isekai trash appetizer if that's what you really want, but I must warn you, it is one of those f***ing things. You know, fantasy world, there's a hero, the hero's got a party, the secretly OP support guy's kind of harsh in his whole hero harem vibe, and he's not obviously useful, so the hero fires that guy, and he's immediately
it's like acquired by an S-class,
which is
S-rank adventurers.
Scooped up by an S-rank adventurer.
Yeah. I did not watch this one this season.
We're talking here.
Yeah.
Generic doesn't necessarily mean bad. Unlike so many other fucking things, Scooped Up
Press
actually takes
F
its
to
time
doubt.
introducing
Press
its
X to doubt.
protagonist, Lloyd, and explaining how he got so secretly OP under the brutal tutelage of his magic master and adopted mom / adopted Onesan, Merlin. So he doesn't just pop up out of nowhere with the biggest dick in the Adventurers Guild to crush everything with his OP skills like an isekai without the isekai. He's a real character with real ties to the world and a backstory that informs his motivations and stuff. And the party he gets scooped up into is a balanced mix of guys and girls, all of whom are decently nice and likable with, I assume, backstories we'll learn about eventually. So it's not just a very unstealthy stealth harem like most of these fucking things, though it is still absolutely full of stuff like this. And, I mean, Protag does introduce himself to his new party by curing their friend's sister of irreversible magic cancer that no other healer could even, like, start to figure out how to fix. So it is absolutely the Gary Stu wish fulfillment bullshit
Still
you were
power
expecting
fantasy
from
wish
the title
fulfillment.
and key art, but it's Gary Stu bullshit that does the bare minimum to be an actual story with actual characters, and that's worth an awful lot in these parts.
That is.
Like at least
We
one
gotta at
trash
least be
basket
like,
of
hey,
garlic
man.
bread. Still not
Hey,
spicy
man.
enough for you?
At least they
Allow me to
tried.
make you regret saying that with our first entree of the
This is
evening.
restaurant,
Welcome to
right?
the
Outcast restaurant.
Yep.
We didn't watch this one this season either, but I did talk about briefly that there is a bit of controversy about it because there's I think it's the second episode or something, goes all Goblin Slayer. You know what I'm saying? He gets a little Goblin Slayer-y, but it's not goblins that are the problem. It's us. We're the baddies. You know? And the people were like, why do you got to do that in the show about a dude in a restaurant? Also slavery. We love a bit of casual slavery in isekai or in a fantasy world. You know how it goes.
Another one of those fucking things with a twist this time. As the title suggests, rather than starting his own party with
he gets
blackjack
kicked off
and
of his
hookers
party.
when the hero
His
kicks
party,
him out,
his party.
Dennis, the secretly OP protag-kun, decides to open a restaurant for other
So he got kicked out of
adventurers
his
who can then come
S-rank
in
party.
and tell him stories of their adventures that make him want to go down into the dungeon and show off how secretly OP he is, instead of him doing that because he got a quest from the guild to do it.
Daring today, aren't we?
Okay, sass aside, there is actually a lot of potential in a story set in the social hub of your typical adventure.
Yeah, like tavern stories.
You can do
Kinda Death
interesting
Parade kinda thing.
episodic vignettes a la Bartender, but you know,
Bartender,
with more
yeah.
action for the bros, and maybe a bit of Sam and Diane romance behind the bar. You know, the more I think about it, the more that sounds like a real chill, cozy time. So why didn't I just make this a trash appetizer too?
I know what he's gonna
Because I haven't
say.
told you about the child
okay.
slave that Dennis
Well, yeah,
buys
I mentioned
yet,
that too,
or
yeah.
the
Raven!
to show up in episode 2. Those
Yeah.
bits kind of uncozy the whole situation. Don't get me wrong, edgy dark fantasy bullshit definitely has its place in anime, but that
It
place
does.
is obviously not smack dab in the middle of chill slice of life food porn. It's like biting into a Reese cup and finding mushed up ghost peppers where the peanut butter ought to be. And I'm giving this show the dumpster that the guy who pitched ghost pepper Reese's to Hershey lives in now. But now that I've taught you that valuable lesson, before
Seventh
we can get to
Prince.
more new stuff, tonight's menu has quite a few returning
Ay.
favorites we really
Seventh
ought to talk
Prince.
about. Starting with season
I don't know,
2
I
of
might
the
watch
modern
it.
Shoda
I
Battle
probably won't,
Classic.
though.
I
I
was
probably won't,
reincarnated
man. I
as
don't
the
think I'm-
seventh prince, so I can take my time.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna watch that, dude. It's not. Man. I've heard good things about the show, but I don't like
Perfecting
looking
my
at it,
magical
man.
ability. No,
I don't like
did
looking
not
at
mean
it.
Shonen. I know exactly what I said. This new season sees Lloyd seeking to further strengthen his
His name is Lloyd?
spellcasting by learning an entire new discipline, divine magic. But it won't be quite so simple as copying Qigong breathing techniques. He'll first need to win
It's
the
actually pronounced
approval of a
Qigong.
heavenly patron by working diligently at his local church for many, oh, never mind. He just teleported to heaven and beat the fuck out of an angel until he gave him powers. That's my goat right there. Floating next to Lloyd, I mean. The little demon guy, Grim.
that's what's
love
freaking
him.
scratching my
and
neck,
he's
dude.
in rare form this season, with the aforementioned pervy idol-stalking otaku angel serving as his co-mascot and Mineta-esque punching bag. The new episode's humor is on point across the board, and the battles
I
are
like to
more
laugh.
intense and engaging
I do
than
like to
ever
laugh.
before. The arcane fire fire in the 5 Magic School dumpsters I gave it last time is still burning bright. Almost as bright as the bottomless
Rent a
void in
Girlfriend
Rent-A-Girlfriend's trash can
season
is dark
4.
and
Not
full of
watching this.
screams. Though
Has it
season
happened
4
yet?
is at
Actually, has the Rent a Girlfriend pool scene happened yet? Rent a Girlfriend pool scene. Has it happened? No, not sunscreening Ruka. W moment. No, come on, man. The chapter that ruined Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend's pretty good though. Well, you are in the minority if that is. But hey, I mean, they're making it for somebody. So I'm happy for you. It is not for a fella like me, though. / I don't like it, which is, you know. But I want to know if they animated the. I like how the MC will never get who he's chasing after. I mean, yeah, sure. But I mean, I like shows where like I can get behind the MC, you know? And like not like in that way, guys, relax, but like, you know, you see him grow as people. Yeah, because the author is attracted to her because she's based on his wife. Yeah, it's quite the thing, man. But it's got 4 seasons, so there's got to be something that's, you know, keeping people on there. But I want to know if they have the scene, they have the pool scene, you know, the pool scene. I know it's happening this season, but I don't know if it's happened yet.
A pretty big moment as we speak. No, not romantic closure. Are you stupid? What show do you think you're watching? I'm talking about. Yeah, that's
Commander
this
456.
season.
Words of comfort. My comfort is this: those days are behind you, but you still had those days, and there are new days ahead with new things. You know, the climate itself, the community itself can't ever be the same, but in the same way that we are more connected than ever in the new future that we live in, however dystopian that might be, it's not good enough. However dystopian that it might be, there's still good stuff coming out. There are still people who care about watching good stuff, and they are still around, you know? You can still enjoy all this new stuff and talk to people who also enjoy that stuff, because, you know, we have the internet, we have all sorts of forums. You can create those communities of people, you know? Have watch parties, you know? I mean, back in the day, I would just watch anime alone in my room. If I was lucky, you know, my school had the anime club, I could talk to somebody. And stuff like that. But now, you know, you can like go on Discord and watch a whole series with a bunch of your buddies on, you know, Discord. You can do all sorts of anime subreddit hates me. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of subreddits for specific anime, though. I'm sure you can find at least one that is that's still willing to to abide by you. I mean, I'm a bit of a loner myself, but I go on various subreddits, have civil discussions with other people, and I think that's still, yeah, with like 20 people. I mean, it depends on what it is, but yeah, I think, you know, and then also, you know, go on, you can find smaller communities. Starting to think maybe we went to the same school. Are you talking about me, Drunken Wayfarer? I mean, I think anime clubs are, I mean, I don't know. When I was in like high school, there was an anime club, and there was also an anime club in college. But I went to school in Maryland. I mean, if that's narrows it down. But I feel like anime clubs are pretty common, especially in the modern era. I mean, anime is bigger than it's ever been. People watch more now, and people like communities. They like relating to each other. Everything I love in a. Oh, what do you love about anime that's dead, Commander 456? Because as far as I know, apart from the actual, you know, creators and mangaka who are no longer with us, rest in peace, Kentaro Miura and how did I just forget Dragon Ball Z's creator? I apologize. My brain isn't working properly today, okay? But anyways, yeah, what do you love about anime that is no longer around, Commander 456? Akira Toriyama. Phew! Yeah, I got there. I was like, Toyotaro. No, Toyotaro also works on Dragon Ball Z, doesn't he? Doesn't Toyotaro? also work on Dread? Yeah, he does. He does. He does. Yeah, he works on Super. He's not dead though. Knock on woods. Yeah, I mean, the things, things are bound, things must change, because that's how life is. But there are still new things to look forward to. I mean, there's lots of new anime, the cigars and whiskey atmosphere, highly detailed and angular adult lead designs, looking at a painting and not a glossy rendering. Okay. I mean, if you're talking about like, the pre-digital era of anime, there are still some shows, like even Clevitas, which, if it's new, I hated it, it's invalid. Well, I can't help you with that in particular. I can't help you with that particular sentiment. But there are still plenty of shows that take those same feelings, those same aesthetics, and like try to make them possible in the modern era. Like I was about to say, Clevitas, it takes that old school anime style, that pre-digital art style, and, tries to recreate it using digital art. And even like, Megalobox and Megalobox 2 did the same thing. There are still things like that. Cat's Eye is doing that also. City and Nichijou are like in like a freaking category all their own. Goats of the modern era. I mean, I have the tier list of the summer anime that we're gonna look at after this video and see like if things have moved. But yeah, City is still incredible. How do you spell it? Clevitas, or I said a lot of things there. Clevitas is this, and then Cat's Eye, which I don't remember if Cat's Eye actually came out, but that's based on an old anime, and it's like kind of taking it. It has that old art style, but it is shinier, a bit more shiny than the original was. There's also like Yaiba. Yaiba is another one that's like taking an old 1996, I think it's actually 1996 anime, and bringing it to the modern era. It's still stuff like that, And that show, Yaiba in particular, has that kind of, rewatching it makes me feel like I used to feel when I used to watch those shows back in the day. Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. See, okay, so yes, next Friday, we are going to be going through all of the anime that are coming out in the fall season. We're going to watch all the trailers. I've seen a little bit of the Tojima Wants to be a Kamen Rider trailer because it keeps getting recommended to me on YouTube, but I haven't watched the whole thing because I'm saving it for Friday. So next Friday, we're going to be doing that and getting all that stuff together. Danzy. When I think shiny, I think yay, everything will be fine and dandy, sponsored by soda pop, bubblegum, and candy. But that's not true, my friend. That's not true. It's an aesthetic, but it doesn't actually say anything about the content of the show itself, You can still tell stories of all kinds, even if the art style itself has that kind of general look. I mean, even what's it called? What is it called? Freaking Takopi's Original Sin, which came out this season, is incredible. Probably anime of the year for me. And it has a look that makes you think that it's, all fine and dandy, but the actual content of the show is basically the opposite. It still has a positive message at the end, but boy, oh boy, is it... you don't care for Takopi? If it's shiny and gory? No, it's not shiny and gory, though. I'm not talking about shiny and gory. I'm talking about a proper... use of dichotomy, a proper use of taking something that looks cutesy and doing something like Madoka Magica. I hate psychological. But the things that you were talking about of those era were deeply psychological. Like those older shows. It's good though, don't get me wrong, I just don't care for it. Hey, to each their own. That's why there's so much. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily why there's so much out there, but there is so much out there, which allows you to find exactly what hits right in the pocket for you. I'm also really enjoying, The Summer Hikaru Died. Also really good. Probably one of the scarier, like it does horror better than most of the anime horror I've ever seen. And just like general creeping dread. It just does an amazing job in general. Cygames. Sleeper Studio. They're doing crazy things. I thought they were just the Uma Musume Horse Girl studio, but they're actually they are much more than that, and that's kind of crazy. I think that's sick, man. Everybody should be able to tell stories that are more than just what kind of box people might place them in. was less emphasized. I hated Evangelion, but I loved Gundam Wing. Gundam Wing feels more melodramatic while not being hyper cringe that I get from 21st century anime. I mean, Gundam has its ups and downs, certainly. I mean, I think there's some conventions from the older shows that are less common now, but like I said, I still think you can find that kind of look, and even that mature look, you can still find that now. Although less so. I mean, there's a lot more stylization that happens now, which I also appreciate. Yeah, most Gundam fans say Wing was a down. Wing is certainly polarizing. It has some silly moments too as well, but I mean, yeah, it's I think you just gotta open your heart up, Commander. There's still you gotta take that step out so that you can actually see with eyes unburdened by hate. You can see what's really out there. I can't. No, you can. I believe. Precure is interesting. Precure. I mean that's a subversion and a half. Precure. What the hell is going on? Why does that keep happening? That's a subversion and a half. Yeah. Yay. There you go. All right, let's continue the video. We can continue the discussion as we go, too.
The next time I overuse that joke, it's gonna be animated. Anyway, I already said.
But yeah, the moment that I'm talking about in Rent a Girlfriend is the one where he's in the pool thinking about, I don't remember her name, Shizuka or whatever, sleeping with another guy, and he gets a boner in the middle of the pool. And everyone was like, this is our goat. This is our king. And it's going to be animated this season. Cigars and whiskey dad shows. I mean, you can watch detectives these days are crazy. I don't know if that's exactly whiskey and cigar. It does have cigars and whiskey in it. I'm trying to think. What is a more... Did you watch Lazarus? Did you like Lazarus? Lazarus, Watanabe, Cowboy Bebop, jazz kind of thing. That's... Yeah, I know what you mean, but I mean that aesthetic. That it has that aesthetic. Because that came out this year. It's funny how useless he is as a boyfriend. Yeah.
Since last time, and every second I spend talking about this show just makes me wish that thing from the Tim Robinson Dog Door sketch was really real so that monsters on the world could finally grant me sweet relief.
He must have flipped my wife 8 times! And it really bothered me.
So we're gonna talk about My Dress Up Darling now, so
My
I
Dress
can
Up
stop
Darling.
wishing so
Good
fervently
show.
for a one-way
Good show.
trip beyond the
I'm
veil.
actually,
And
I
boy,
watched
howdy, the ongoing
the first couple of
adventures
episodes
Go-Go
of this
and
show,
Marin sure do make me feel better
but I
fast. It's such
didn't
a
continue. But it's
beautiful, uplifting,
incredibly animated.
Rich love story steeped in
Another
well-researched
adventure, not one
passion
adventure.
for
This
cosplay
13
and
episodes
traditional
long.
Japanese arts, which it clearly
Was Lazarus
sees as
26
intertwined.
episodes
Season
now?
2's only
Or
made
24?
those aspects better while drilling even deeper into what makes its
many
leads
episodes
tick
was it?
and what draws them to each other. There are few
Oh, no, that was
more
13.
compelling
I
love
mean,
stories
there's
in
still a good number of
entire
6
medium,
or
and
24
there are
episode long
no
shows.
more compelling
Did you watch
cues.
Sakamoto
Yeah,
Days?
everything I just said about the loving craftsmanship behind the
I want
story
every episode
and
to be another
characters,
adventure. So
multiply
you
that
want something more anthological than something more, canonical in style. Manga Commander. I hate teenage cringe. Teenage cringe? Oh, you're talking about this show, Teenage Cringe. I mean, Yes, cringe is relative, though, What's cringe to one? What's one man's cringe is another man's. I don't know. What's the opposite of cringe? What is the opposite of cringe? Comfort? Is comfort the opposite of cringe? Kind of, right? Because cringe is like just discomfort, right? Comfort and cringe are they opposites? Two sides of the same coin? Kind of. Because, yeah, cringe is like a mix of discomfort and embarrassment, right? Secondhand embarrassment. Something like that. Yeah. But one man's cringe is another person's comfort. I go to anime for comfort. See, I go to anime for all of it. Because, why not enjoy all the flavors? To be scared. So, I'm not a big horror guy. But I'll go there for, like, some scary stuff. I'll go there to laugh, to cry, to grow, to maybe not grow, you know. Oh, yeah, you could get it all in there. That's my philosophy, though. That's my personal philosophy.
Tenfold, and you're still not even close to the immaculate opie artistry on display in every frame of this thing. And unlike so many undercultured anime productions, equal care has been given to the other side of the argument, if you catch my meaning. Prison School Principal
Jeff
would love this show. Any man of culture would, and so should any woman of culture, since Gojo's such
That
a
is true. One of the things I do know about Rent-A-Girlfriend is that it has a, I don't know if it's equal, because I mean I don't read the demographics for this kind of thing, but it has a larger than usual amount of female fans for something that, you know, fits those same tags. And I think that speaks well of the show in general. The female characters have a good amount of agency. Even what's her name, even though she is sexualized in the show, she has more agency and like control of her body and confidence in her body in a way that people like find less skeevy than other shows. And then also people like the main character, because like I was talking about when I was talking about harem anime before, our main character here, he actually has a personality. He actually is an appealing person outside of just being a blank slate that a lot of the other shows go for. And it's important. The art style grosses me out. Oh, I think it looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like my ideal art style, but like also,
it is a rare work
I think
of
it looks good.
simultaneous trash and art that transcends the limits of either category. An anime I can truly recommend to anyone.
Also, I mean, the production in the show is incredible.
A divine trash
Too
can
sugary.
filled with the soggy
Ain't nothing wrong with sugar. Sugar's comfortable for some people, though, you know? If you want some comfort, get some sugar. Hey, panty and stocking.
With garter belt in current year.
P&S,
until very
man.
recently, they have unfortunately been technically correct, though
That's
they
true.
do fundamentally misunderstand the reason you cannot make panty and stocking.
So I've been panty and stocking was on my list for this season. What's comfort for me is black coffee. So like Black Lagoon. Is Black Lagoon I know you mentioned Gundam, but like what other shows of that era appeal to you aesthetically? And also like tonally, but aesthetically is what I'm curious about.
In current year, which had nothing to do with woke and everything to do with one of the most glorious slow motion train wrecks
Cowboy
to
Beep
ever
Boop.
grace the anime industry.
Gainax.
But now that the shambling corpse
Yeah, Gainax is dead. Trigger got the rights to Panty and Stocking, so Panty and Stocking is back for new Panty and Stocking. Hooray! Because I know you said that you didn't like Evangelion. I mean, I very much enjoyed Evangelion. The the depression dripping off of that show was a great thing to come into. Big O, Captain Harlock, ooh, Outlaw Star, yeah. So a lot of I mean, these are all sci-fi. In some, yeah, I mean, pretty much, yeah. So a lot of sci-fi, a lot of stuff. I mean, have you seen Megalobox? Did you like Megalobox?
of Studio Gainax has finally mercifully been double tapped, rights for the series have reverted to its creators at Studio Trigger, who have proven definitively that you can totally
I wanted to
make
rewatch
new
Panty and Stocking so that I could
in
then watch
current
new
year.
Panty and Stocking,
And what's
but
more, you
I
can
have not
make
done
it
so
even
yet
raunchier
because
and
there's
less
just so many
PC
shows
than
I'm
ever.
watching this season.
Remember when they called woke PC? Panty and Stocking's that old. Come to think of it, so's the Fast and the Furious movie that new Panty and Stocking so faithfully recreates in the
I don't want a boxing show. It's more Shitano
leads me
Joe
to
than
believe
Cowboy
that
Bebop.
Hiroyuki
It's true. It's
Imaishi
in
and
the
his pals
it
have
has
been
the
kicking
but it has the
ideas for this
aesthetic
sequel
though. It's
around
got the
for a
oh what the
very
fuck did I
long
just click?
time indeed.
It's got the
And all
aesthetic.
that
It's got
prep-
the style. You don't like sports anime of any description? I mean, I love Hajime no Ippo. That's an old school anime. At least it came out. It started in 1999, I think. At least it's pre turn of the millennium. Great show. One of my favorites of all time for sure. There's so many good shows, man. So much good shit.
Really paid off this season with even tighter, more conceptual episodes than ever before. The Jack Kirby tribute being a particular highlight, and large new cast of recurring characters who nicely
Polyureth. I keep forgetting their
complement the
names.
established comedic dynamic of Heaven's Laziest Sluts and their comrades
Polyurethane
walking
and
Catholic
something else.
priest joke and not a choir boy, but he'll do. In particular, I think bringing the stuffy demon twins Scanty and Nisox onto the team as friendly rivals is an inspired choice,
Kamen Rider.
since it allows them to fill their role as snooty, stuck-up foils to the Anarchy Sisters without turning every episode they're into yet another Team Rocket plot. Also, their new
Aesthetic is a
four-way
prerequisite, not the only
transformation
prerequisite.
sequence
Yeah,
is
that's
hot
fair.
as f-
Certainly.
and I refuse to apologize for saying it. Not that I have to anymore, because Panty and Stocking is now finally, officially, equal opportunity horny. And as great as new
true.
characters like Gunsmith Bitch and Super Guy Jin are, polyester and polyurethane
There we
are
go,
easily the
polyester and
standouts of the
polyurethane,
season,
that's their
acting as
names.
annoying little iPad kid foils to both their angelic older cousins and their new demonic housekeepers, while simultaneously creating room for the show to explore male friendships with Brief and Garterbelt and do a little world building with its distinctive God is a real flesh and blood dummy mommy cosmology. It's basically the perfect sequel and easily worth 5 golden dumpsters. If that's
Yeah,
not
it's still
enough
on the list, man. I gotta
transforming
get
plug
into
for
it. I gotta
you
get back to
EK Men
it.
enjoyers out there, though, I've got some very
Soon,
good
when I
news,
get more
followed
time,
by a
man. When I
bit
get
of
more
bad
time.
news. Cute High Earth Defense Club's back for a 4th season subtitled Haikara, with a whole new cast of Taisho-era magical boys dramatically stripping all their clothes off to fight evil aliens. The
We
bad
did
news
watch the
is
trailer for this
you
one, but I
can't
did not
fucking watch
watch
it anywhere,
it.
at least not anywhere legal.
Oh.
Crunchyroll, I guess, just didn't bother to pick
So
it
it
up.
looks like
even
we
though
wouldn't
they
have
had
been
the
able
past
to, even if we
seasons.
wanted to.
So, I'm pretty sure I'm not legally allowed to give it a rating. Luckily, you can still find plenty of buff naked anime
back to
dudes in
peak.
Grand Blue Dreaming season
Back to
2.
peak,
the college
baby.
diving
Grand
club anime about a
Blue.
club full of buff bros not going to college or diving because they're
Yeah,
too busy drinking
drinking.
themselves naked, which takes like 3 beers
I made
simultaneously.
I made a joke about this show before because I was like, at the start of Takopi's Original Sin, there's a disclaimer that talks about it being, you know, it has like a suicide. I don't know if I can say that on stream. It has a self-harm hotline at the start and is like, you know, talk to somebody if you need help. But then at the start of Grand Blue Dream in season 2, it has a disclaimer that's like, please do not attempt any of the things you watch in the show. The characters in the show are degenerate people. Don't binge drink, please. And I was like, that's a lovely dichotomy to start the season off with, to have these two opposite sides of the spectrum in various ways. And I like them both. I'm a big fan of Grand Blue Dream, and I think the second season's pretty. Yeah, exactly. Don't strip down to full naked when you're drinking, unless you're with friends and you're all on the up and up. You've all made that agreement. Then, you know, do what you want.
Trying to get laid and
a free country.
block each other, drinking more to commiserate their loneliness, drinking even more in celebration of how legendarily drunk they are right now, passing out for a bit and having a little drink to sober up. Also, the main guy really wants to fuck his cousin, much to the annoyance of his other cousin, who also really wants to fuck his cousin.
What you trying to say to me?
If you're looking for a rowdy body
It's
sitcom to watch with the
real
bros,
fun.
you won't find much better in anime or elsewhere, and the new season is more
It's really
the
fun,
same.
man. It's a fun
give Grand
show.
Blue Dreaming a mountain of beer cans next to a beachside bonfire. Of all the anime I didn't expect to come back this season, though, the one I expected the least was Assassin's Pride. The very anime
I don't
that
think I
inspired
even
me
know
to
about this
open
one.
Chez Garbage in the first place, which is
Really?
back in spirit through private tutor to the Duke's
okay,
daughter.
it's not the same
story
show.
of an OP wizard who gets roped into teaching a magic aristocrat's magically challenged underage daughter how to
I think we skipped this trailer because I thought that I would not want to watch it in the first place, so I don't even think I've seen any of the show. I reread the synopsis and I was like, this doesn't sound like a show that I'm interested in, and we just moved straight on. Yeah. I didn't even want to read this one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not exactly not my wheelhouse, but hey, for all those who want it, I hope they enjoy it. Over there. Just way past arm length away. Just go enjoy that over there, please. And thank you.
Turns out she's even better at magicking than he is, and he ends up being a teacher at her school where she falls in love with him, and so do all of her underage friends, much to the chagrin of his hot-headed,
villainous manga.
childhood
It's
friend
interesting.
who's
I think I mentioned this before as well. You know how isekai is like the tag of the the 10s, the 2010s. Isekai was like it for light novels, for manga, and then slowly over time for anime. And we're still kind of inundated in the isekai world. Villainous manga and light novels and shows are the new big tag. So I mean, I'm sure you're all seeing it already. There's so many villainous manga and shows coming out, and they keep coming out, and they are very, very popular in light novels right now. So we got plenty more to come. It's gonna keep happening, and I'm all for it, honestly.
Also,
just more women-led shows in general. Also, Black Hair MC is evergreen. That ain't never gonna change. All right.
Tim, and yeah, it's
Rise of the
just
Blondes.
beat for beat, bar for bar.
For villainess manga, villainess blonde is the color for a villainess. Spiral hair, if you can swing it, but as long as it's blonde, we'll take it. Also, I don't like this frame. I'm gonna go away now.
Also in love with him, and yeah, it's literally just beat for beat, bar for bar, the entire plot of Assassin's Pride, minus the assassin part, and the half vampire part, and the surreal semi-post-apocalyptic gas lamp fantasy setting part.
What?
So everything that made Assassin's Pride unique or interesting, but it still delivers the same core escapist fantasy of...
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I think we got a lot less black hair. Some great blonde heroes right now. It's good. You know, more variety is always nice, is what I say. Right now.
Being a
A
predator
lot of them
with
not even
institutional
isekai.
access to
Hey, that's what
children.
I'm talking about. I want more fantasy. I want more fantasy where everyone in the world was born in their world and has never been from or in another world. I want people who are bred and live in the world that they existed in originally. Isekai is fun for story every now and again, but also like we don't need everything to be that. No more. Some more, but like not a lot more. Please, thank you.
And as a trade-off for all the personality it loses,
finally.
Private Tutor does have somewhat more fleshed out characters who go through slightly more gradual and organic feeling arcs. It takes a couple episodes to cure Protag's little kitten of her can't do magic disease instead of cramming that entire arc into one episode. So it's definitely far and away a much better written and paced anime than the one it's ripping off.
But it's just
that
not-
only makes
still
it
13
less
years old.
Entertaining.
But yeah, it just makes it less
for the
fun to
target
watch.
Audience of Discord moderators, it still has the bare essentials, and you could even argue it does those things better. But what it doesn't have is Kufa Vampire, the secret half vampire assassin turned sketchy school teacher who talks like a literal actual Discord mod in English and everything.
My little lady.
It is but a pale imitation of the OG Harry Potter
about
groomer
that.
anime, and to quote a great scholar,
If asked would I rather have a copy or the original, I would choose the original, naturally!
I give it one generic horny fantasy
It's
dumpster
too generic.
because that's all it deserves.
Yeah.
It's hankering for fantasy trash with some real originality.
this is another
Sorry,
show.
but we do have the Shy
We
Hero.
did watch the trailer for this, but yeah, it looked pretty heinous. So, or heinous, excuse me, it looked pretty heinous. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we didn't. I didn't watch any of this show. It's kind of meh.
and
Big
the
meh
Assassin Princesses,
hours.
which shakes up the usual gamelit dynamic of a super OP protag and his party full of hot chicks who want to bang him with a super duper OP protag and a party full of hot chicks who want to kill him and bang him. Unfortunately for them, he's a little too invincible to do the first thing too, and too much of an anxiety-riddled turbo virgin to stay conscious through the second thing, or the foreplay to the second thing, or talking about the second thing, or just making eye contact with a woman, though that does buy the girls plenty of time to plot their next unsuccessful assassination.
They all
attempt
want to kill
behind
him,
his
but they also
unconscious
all love
back.
him.
And the need to constantly create those plotting sessions gives them plenty of reasons to get naked in front of him. It's a real synergistic, ecchi ecosystem they've built for this anime. Very tightly engineered,
sure.
which feels a bit wasted on a pack of girls who look like background extras from a One Piece filler episode, but at at least the core joke of him constantly no-selling their murder attempts without even realizing it is pretty funny. Then again, it is the only joke, so it better be. I give it one basket of vendor trash next to a torch on the wall. In comparison, New Saga takes its whole hero on a quest to beat the Demon King thing a lot more seriously.
I read the
and
manga
so
for this like 10 years ago.
The hero in
I
question
think.
did not reach a happy ending his first time through the generic JRPG quest that was thrust upon him when the demon armies invaded his homeland and killed his whole family.
This is
ultimately.
This is one of the earliest of the returner shows. Manhwa was doing returner shit all day, every day, basically since day one. But this was one of the earlier manga that actually tried the whole returner trope. So,
Revenge, but at what cost? Most of the people he knows and loves. That cost. Turns out the Demon King had a little spell cooking while they were fighting, though. One that would send him back in time and fuse his past and present souls to effectively double his magical ability. But when it activates, it ends up taking Kyle back instead to 3 years before the invasion started. The first thing he does with this incredible New Game Plus do-over opportunity is make a beeline for the hidden bonus dungeon with infinite money and the best sword in the game in it. Then he sets out to make a name for himself as a hero and win the renown he needs to start preparing humanity for the war to come. He's joined in this journey by childhood friends Horny Meathead and Twin Tails Tsundere, plus the elf he got married to in the other timeline where the Tsundere got all dead and shit, who he just kind of bumps into and then he magic doxes her in the middle of the street with like just saying her true name in front of everyone. Just out of nowhere, and that makes her want to follow him around forever. So good pickup line, I guess. Also, the sword talks. She's a
I don't remember much about the show, man.
Sassy and arrogant, basically fills the mascot role. You've played this JRPG before, this mid-budget AA JRPG that gives you the Dragon Quest you're craving and maybe a little something extra without going too crazy with any of it. You will play this JRPG again.
No, I won't.
Many times.
I'm tired of that JRPG.
No. And this anime, despite not
I'm beyond
being
that. I've grown.
JRPG, is one of the better iterations of that JRPG. The party has really fun personalities that all balance each other out nicely. The story has some interesting shakeups as their efforts to change the timeline end up turning old friends into enemies, and maybe vice versa. So you don't lose the grimdark edge of the intro completely, even though
whatever happened to Ubel Blatt? Hold on a sec. This is totally, I don't know where this even came from. Y'all know Ubel Blatt? Y'all ever heard of Ubel Blatt? Ubel Blatt was an anime, was a manga. It was coming out in like 2000. Yeah, there we go. It was from 2004 to 2009. It started in 2004. It started being serialized in 2004. Ubel Blatt. It's like a shonen bishi berserk. Main character gets betrayed by his friends, a la Guts from Berserk. They call him the Black Swordsman, a la Guts from Berserk. There's even a horse, like in Berserk. It basically is Berserk, except it's like a elf boy, a little twink elf boy, and it's the art style is more kid-like, like what Commander was saying. The thing that he would hate, it's kind of like that. It got an anime adaptation recently. Yeah, this year. January of this year, it got an anime adaptation. 6.31. Okay, I guess that's what happened to it. It wasn't good. I used to read it back when the manga was coming out, but I never really... it was alright. Edgy, definitely edgy, but like not too great, but like it does the job, especially for like my teenage self when I used to read it. So yeah, it makes sense that it wouldn't be too good coming out like a full decade or two after its initial release. All right, it just brought back the waves of memories about it. I needed to know.
Trip vibes. But the number one reason that I would play the out of New Saga if it were a game is the soundtrack. This chaotic jumble of jazz that adds energy and urgency to every gag and action scene, even when the animation looks like this. Any connoisseur worth his salty takes on Persona knows the soundtrack is the most essential quality of any AA JRPG.
It is. That's what keeps you in there. That's what keeps it in your memory.
No less than
That's what it turns mediocre vibes into like fond memories. That's when you're like, oh yeah, I used to love that game, and then you play and you're like, holy shit, this shit's trash. But then you hear the music and you're like, oh wait, no, that's it. There it is. That's what it was all about. That's what it was all for.
Or baskets of vendor trash. Now, I do understand some of you are getting a little sick of all the RPG fantasy stuff lately, which is why we also stock the classics. Bring out the shonen trash.
Shonen. Oh, Gachiakata is literally trash.
No, not the trash shonen. That's peak. Are you stupid? The shonen trash.
Togenanki.
You know,
that is
Blue
shonen
Exorcist
trash.
knockoff with the blood-based power system and the badass Gyaru brawler chick who can totally kill me whenever she wants, please.
Relax.
Togenanki, that's it.
I'm watching Togenanki. It's alright. It's truly mid-core, solid mid-core.
Yeah, that's the one, and it's
Solid
I
mid-core.
just described basically all the important parts. Yeah, if you want to watch something somewhere between Jujutsu Kaisen and Blue Exorcist with really cool fights and the pro tags basically Chainsaw Man, only made out of
With a
guns
gun.
instead of chainsaws, and the guns are made out of blood. Of course you do. That sounds awesome. Also,
It's a
there's
pretty good show.
titties in it, you say? Titties that could kill me? Sign my inner 13-year-old the up. 3 trash cans of blood and razor blades. Yuri's back on the menu this season, boys and
Bad
girls. And not just
Girl.
one, but 2 of them with very different flavors. Bad Girl follows
And,
Yu Yutani,
No, I
a
Won't
meek
Fall in
little
Love with You,
wallflower
or
with a
whatever it's called,
hopeless
unless-
crush on the school's baddest babe, disciplinary committee president Atori Mizutori. She's got a whole lot of competition for that crush, including many of their classmates, several mythical creatures, and a literal, actual cult that worships Atori-sama as a god. But Yu's got a plan to beat them all out. All she's got to do is become a bad enough girl that Senpai has no choice but to punish her, and therefore notice her. A brilliant plan, elegant in its simplicity, except for one small hitch.
She's bad at being a
does
bad
not
girl.
have a bad bone in her body and is in fact incapable of breaking any law besides all the ones about stalking. Her idea of delinquent behavior is riding tandem on a 1-seat bike on private property where no one can stop her, and ruining her classmates' litter picking drive by picking up all the trash around town before anyone else can, so all of them will be really unsatisfied. So if Atori really did have a thing for delinquents, she would be in big trouble, or I guess a total lack of trouble. Luckily, what Atori actually has a thing for is adorable morons, and boy howdy did she ever hit the jackpot with this puppy. That's a very intentional choice of words, by the way.
マジでドン引きなんですが。だってゆうちゃんワンちゃんみたいで可愛いんだもん。やるな。
Turns out, though, that new dog's in pretty
my
high
gosh.
demand, too. From both Yu's childhood friend Suzu, who's been fostering the dumb little thing for quite a while now and isn't quite sure if she's ready to give it up to a new forever home just yet, and Ruri Ruriha, the school's resident beauty YouTuber slash narcissist, who is so utterly shaken by the revelation that Yu doesn't really know or care who she is that she ends up essentially negging herself into her own stalkerish obsession. As you may have
show
gathered
sounds
by now, Bad
insane,
Girl's one of those
man.
rom-coms where basically
Everybody's
everyone's
a
either
stalker.
stupid or clinically insane or both, and that's probably my second favorite kind of rom-com, though it is also the rom-com where the rom part never really goes anywhere, and I'm less of a fan of those, but it is still a goofy good time. I'm giving it 1 of that death trap lesbian bar with no fire exits from The Simpsons. Now, the lack of ladies smooching
This is the one
ladies
I was
in that
thinking
last
of.
one will
I don't
no
wanna
doubt
kiss
be a
you unless or
letdown for
something.
many of you, but luckily Summer's other girl's love story more than makes up for it by being my first favorite kind of rom-com. That's right, it's a real honest to Haruhi Yuri harem. There's There's no freaking
There's no freaking way I'll be your
lover
lover unless that's what it is.
Unless Watanabe, for short, tells the tale of a shy, awkward
I've heard good things
gamer
about this
girl
show too.
named
We did
Renako, whose
watch
efforts
the
to
trailer.
reinvent herself for high school and finally find a friend group to call her own, unwittingly land her at the center of a great big sapphic cuddle puddle. Well, near the center. The group really orbits around Mai Ozuka, a stunningly beautiful and fabulously rich part-time model who's the envy of all the school. But when Mai falls head over heels for Renako, she drags all 3 satellites down that gravity well with her, and chaos ensues. Mai wants to be lovers, but Renako doesn't need that kind of drama while she's still figuring out this whole having friends thing. Plus, she's totally, definitely, absolutely, positively, without a shred of doubt,
They
not
just
into
did it.
girls. Nope.
They just went and did it.
Nuh-uh. No way. So they agree to go back and forth, trying out both, hanging out as besties when Mai has her hair up, and then when she lets it down.
Oh my.
Whoa, hey!
For anyone who's watched
Well,
Bad
hey, he's
Girl,
right, dude.
Rock is a Lady's
Relax.
Modesty, the 2 most recent Gundams, or especially Bocchi the Rock, and wondered where all the smooches were at, the answer is here.
In this
all
show.
of the smooches are right here.
Oh my goodness,
and it ain't
dude.
just those 2 doing the smooching. My sadistic childhood friend Satsuki has some very complicated feelings about that whole relationship, which she decides to work through by blackmailing Renako into dating her for a couple weeks. And even though Renako is, again, just to be clear, completely 100% totally, absolutely, unquestionably straight, there is something about Ajisai, the group's resident Ara One-san, that she can't get out of her head. Then you have Kaho, the highly excitable, self-professed Mai fangirl.
What the hell's going on in
who is
here? Hi,
just
Gory,
Renako's
welcome
friend right
in.
now and not
You came
really
at the
a
perfect
romantic
time.
rival,
We're talking about your favorite show,
it would be
dude.
weird if the entire friend group started crushing and going after each other all at the same time.
There's no
And
freaking
that,
way I'll be
I
your
think,
lover.
is what really
Unless-
elevates Watanabe. Despite how sort of contrived the friends versus lovers
It's your favorite show,
battle
dude.
feels and how huge the personalities on display
Lock the
are.
doors.
Also, the
Lock the doors.
characterization's quite
Everybody lock the
exaggerated. It
doors.
is, at its
Lock the
core,
doors.
a
You're here
thoroughly
forever.
naturalistic love story. Everyone's feelings toward everyone else are messy, confusing, and occasionally self-contradictory in very believable ways. They all want
so it's well written,
different
you say.
things, or at least think they do.
The love
and in
story
pushing
is,
for them,
oh,
end
nah,
up
man.
creating
Put it on
friction
speakerphone.
and
Put it on
seriously
speakerphone. Don't
hurting
worry,
each
you'll be
other
okay.
in ways that they have to like deal
It'll-
with the
you'll be- it'll go
consequences
per-
of.
it'll go
There's
just
real
fine, I promise.
verisimilitude in the drama.
Put it on
It doesn't just feel
speakerphone.
like the author
You have like a, if you can
inserting
airdrop it or maybe
conflict's
mirror
sake.
your
And even
phone on
though
like
one
a
relationship
widescreen or
is
something.
obviously the main attraction, all of them get
DDLC.
their time in the
What's
spotlight
DDLC?
to develop at a steady, satisfying pace. Every horror
Oh,
anime should
Doki
aspire
Doki
to this
Literature
level of writing.
Club.
Watanabe gets
Not all
3
pink-haired
lesbian
characters are the
death traps.
same.
Now
You
it's
bigot.
time for the main
Oh, no,
course, and
it's
my,
Nukitashi.
oh my,
You
what
came
a
at the-
course it
you came
is.
at quite
In
a
all my years
time.
talking trash, I've seen
Nukitashi,
a lot
no.
of crazy stuff, but until now, I never even imagined that a Japanese TV station would one day air an anime audio only. The anime in question is
Nukitashi,
Nukitashi, and if
the
YouTube would
animation.
let me show you even a second of its characters just walking down the street, you'd immediately understand why.
Yeah.
Patrons already do. The reason I can't show you anything is because every
It's a
single
it's a show
character
for
in
bad
this
people.
anime has to every other character all the time. Like,
By law.
legally, they are required to
By
do
law.
so by the so-called pervert law that rules over their experimental island community. But not everyone from that island is down with getting down. Our heroes in the anti-copulation front want to put an end to the law so that
Yeah.
people can be free once again to only bone people they love or people of the same gender or tablecun, depending what they're into. It's a big tent coalition, this resistance movement. Tent in your pants, I mean. With each member from
The show is
literally
insane.
headed virgin Yaru to the island's most prolific female gooner having their own noble reasons to fight the sex Nazis. And our hero, Junosuke
Sex
Tachibana,
Nazis is not
carries
what
the
I was
heaviest burden
expecting to
of
hear
them all.
today.
I mean, he really has it hard, cursed as he is with an unreasonably huge cock. Long ago, the other children would pull his pants down, point, and laugh. You freak! What are
I
you?
didn't know
A
about
horse?
this
I've never
backstory.
felt so seen. And that deeply relatable trauma has rendered Jun utterly unwilling to copulate with anyone who doesn't really love
this your
him
other
and
channel?
vice
No.
versa. Until then, he's
This
gonna
is
be
the main
jorking it,
channel.
thank you very much, though that phrase really doesn't do it justice. For Tachibana-kun is a proper pocket vag virtuoso, a maestro of masturbation.
Oh my gosh, he got the shit in there.
Artisanal sex toys from scratch, some of which are secret James Bond gadgets.
This is
And
mother's
that's not
basement,
even the
yes.
most out-of-pocket way they smuggle shit.
美少女フィギュアがお尻から抜けなくなった時も結局病院で摘出してもらったアナル弱者で
This show is a riot, man. You never know what's coming next. Besides all the characters, I mean. That said, it is also, just so we're all on the same page here, hardcore non-con free use fetish porn where the bad guys are all
Babies!
So, if that is something you're sensitive to, absolutely do not watch this anime. Seriously, hide your waifus, hide your background extras, hide your pro tags too, because it's happening to everyone up in here. The school has this thing called
don't know
the
what they said.
guillotine.
Don't
I don't
worry.
even think I can describe
Just go
it
watch
on
it.
YouTube,
Let me know what you
alone
think, 'cause
show
I'm not
it.
watching
But the
it.
sheer unrestrained hentai excess of that all does also allow the plot to go in some spectacularly
Deflexible
wild
with his
directions
schlong?
that I also probably can't show or describe. So you'll just have to trust me.
Yeah,
You see him
basically.
knife fighting with that reinforced dildo? That's not even the third craziest thing about that specific fight scene. This is one of those anime that just puts you in a perpetual state of disbelief that they went there.
It has
And
really
that
high
is
production value,
definitely
too.
the main thing that I would recommend it for, that just unpredictable roller coaster ride. The characters are also pretty fun and well-rounded, but the plot's not exactly the most realistic revolution ever put to television. OPSEC basically begins and ends with Protag putting these stupid goggles on while the waifus just run around doing terrorism with no masks on in
Anyways, I
their
can't believe they
school
went there.
uniforms
Yeah,
directly in front
well,
of
I
the bad
mean,
guys, and
I
that
think
just
that's overstated.
never comes back to bite them.
The
None of their
LOL, this shit
plans
is so
make a
random.
lick of sense, and
Response to
neither does
anime,
the ideology of
I
the
find to be
regime, come to think
hackneyed
of it.
and
So,
overstated.
I don't think it's quite on the trash pantheon level of Shimonetta
It depends on the show.
gushing over magical girls or interspecies reviewers, but it comes pretty damn close. And as trash fires go, I don't know if I've ever seen a hotter one, which is why I'm giving Nukitashi 4 atomic golden dumpsters. A meal that delicious deserves a delectable dessert to chase it
Okay.
down, and we've got
No
an
more talking about that
exquisitely
show.
sweet piece of girl trash in stock that
Girl
is
trash.
absolutely
Let's do it.
perfect for that.
So
Betrothed to my sisters.
we tried to watch the trailer for this show, but the trailer wasn't like real. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different show. I don't remember. But this one, it looks somewhat interesting, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't. Yeah, woman slop, girl trash. That's older than the whole slop, the slop jargon cognomen that we've gotten recently.
X is a decadently Disney-esque fairy tale romance that follows Marie, the young daughter of a bankrupt bully of a baron who escapes her life of Cinderella-esque squalor when her sister Anastasia dies en route to get engaged, and she's married off to the tall, dark, handsome count who was to be her husband as a replacement, which turns out to be quite the lucky break.
Yeah, 'cause
for
he
Count
actually wanted to marry
Kairos,
her.
who had accidentally proposed to the wrong sister on account of being a bit of a dumbass. The moment he met her, he immediately fell for Mari's bookish, inquisitive charms, plus the fact she's the only white woman he's ever talked to who wasn't racist. But years of abuse have rendered her incapable of accepting that love, so she's gotta spend some time warming up to the idea that she's beautiful and really deserves it first. All while being doted on by a badass ninja maid, a foppish genius of a French chef, her
save your
stereotypical Indian mother-in-law who just got done deciding that they will be best friends instead of mortal enemies, and a whole diverse found family of mansion staff besides. Plus, of course, the sexy idiot who's gonna be her husband, who's basically the final
And
boss
hey,
of
Japan
wife
solved
guys.
racism, dude.
Make no mistake, Betrothed to My Sister's ex panders just as hard as as any I got kicked out of the hero's party for walking with a limp, but now I'm crushing monsters with my monster dong anime, just to different sensibilities. The sort of sensibilities that dream of meeting a sensitive yet masculine handsome idiot who will do anything for you, especially that because he gets you and you get him.
Didn't hear that. I got kicked out of the hero's party for my limp,
more so
and then I
than his
became
slightly less handsome, slightly more idiot best friend, who he's willing to have a gorgeously animated sword fight with just to defend your honor, but only after you've clarified that you both understand you could totally defend your honor by yourself if you really wanted to, but he wants to do it for you with full respect for your autonomy as a woman.
Oh, shit,
just
dude.
The most shameless lady gooner shit you've ever seen this side of AO3 and Tumblr.
Wait a second. I might need to check out this girl trash, dude. This sounds like it's sick, dude.
Lightly. The music, the cinematic use of lighting. When this show wants to get your heart
everything is so
pounding
bubbly and lens flary. Whoever's the cameraman has astigmatism like shit. Look at that, man.
Decorative waste baskets full of used tissues and crumpled Ben & Jerry's tubs. What now? More complaints? Too shoujo for you? You were hoping for some cake for dessert? Fine. Look, I'm not supposed to be doing this. The FDA will be all the way up my ass if they catch me serving anything other than trash. But between you and me,
Rory Rocks.
You should be watching Rory Rocks. The powerfully uplifting.
It's really good. Okay, listen. The Gooners are all over this show, and it's a tragedy because the science and the academia in this show is immaculate. Okay, it's immaculate. It's also gorgeous. Probably one of there's a bunch of best looking shows of the season, to be fair. But it is gorgeous, this show. It looks so damn good. It's so well animated. But also, yeah, the Gooners are all over this show because Studio Bind is animating it and the Gooners are coming from inside the house. And I do mean coming. Because they called the Gooners to come all over this show. I didn't mean to say that. I actually didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Okay, anyways. Yeah.
Educational! Slice of life
Educational
comedy about the exciting world of mineralogy.
It's
but
cool.
You'll probably be more interested in the geology, if you catch my meaning. Like a certain pair of it's the FDA, or possibly the hack comedy police. Given the timing, it's impossible to tell. Tara, we gotta cheese it. You're on your own. Try not to get shot in the kidneys. I've got dibs.
All right. Well, that was just, like I said, just a nice little primer because we were going to talk about the anime of the summer season that we watched, you know, going back to the tier list that we had before, is right here, Pengus Munch. Yeah, remember that? We haven't had a React Corner in a minute, so wanted to watch that. I actually have a couple of other videos I want to watch at some point, but probably not today. In any case, though, of all these shows, only a couple of them were on the trash shows. I'm surprised this wasn't on here, or this. I think he just didn't watch either of these. And Water Magician. I guess Water Magician might be good. Whatever. In any case, like I said, we did this at the start of the season. I had watched a good number of these shows, at least one episode. There were a couple that had not come out yet. I said we would come back to this to, you know, amend, change any opinions that we might have. And that's pretty much what we're here to do here today. So, right now, I'm going to start from the bottom, starting with the not yet watched shows. Unfortunately, these three I still have not watched yet. I didn't watch New Panty and Stocking because I haven't rewatched old Panty and Stocking to refresh my memory. I have not watched Karaoke Iko because I'm a bad person. And I haven't watched this one because I don't think it's out. I think it's out, actually. I'm pretty sure it's out because it's September. It should be out. I have seen it when I enjoy it. The new one's worth. No, so I've seen the original Panty and Stocking, but that was like 10 plus years, like 15 years ago. I think it came out in 2009 or 2010. That was like 15 years ago. So like I wanted to, because there is actual story stuff that happens in the show that I can vaguely remember but don't remember specifically. So I was like, let me watch it so that I can actually understand what's happening in the sequel show. But I've heard two things actually. There's two major. Now you're a big gooner. How times have changed, eh? There are two major sentiments I've heard, or discussions I've heard around it. One is, it's good, I'm glad it's back, I can't believe they're doing it now. Great that Studio Gainax, the studio that ended up splintering and becoming Trigger, with some people going into Trigger, but also did not actually technically die until maybe last year or something like that. The people who did Evangelion and other stuff. They had the rights for Panty and Stocking, so nobody could make any more Panty and Stocking, but now that Studio Gainax is officially really actually dead, Trigger bought the rights to Panty and Stocking, thus allowing them to make more. People were like, hey, that's great. Other thing I've heard is people comparing Panty and Stocking to, I think it's Hell of a Boss or one of them cartoons, and being like, oh man, people are essentially what I've heard is like, people talk down Hell of a Boss, or say like, they couldn't make comedy like that work, but Panty and Stocking is making it work. Or vice versa, people are saying like, oh, people are hating on Hell of a Boss, but are okay with Panty and Stocking being vulgar and shit. Either way, I don't give like a solitary fuck about any of that at all. I don't watch Hell of a Boss in the first place. Even if I did, I don't give a shit what other people would say about the show. I would still enjoy it if I liked it. But yeah, I don't know. It's in good hands. It's basically the same people who did the first one. I am still gonna watch it. I have not watched it yet, so it's gonna stay in not watched yet for now. Same with these two, because I haven't watched them yet. What I have watched though, after that long-winded, not very well spoken rant, what I have watched is Kaiju number 8. Kaiju number 8. Look, man, that'll never change. As long as we humans exist, there'll always be talks of acceptability politics and like what is appropriate for art to be, I guess. Because I mean, it's not like it's a bad conversation to have in every context. In this context, it's kind of unnecessary and stupid, but that's also just my opinion. It's subjective at the end of the day, right? Art is subjective. But freedom isn't, except when it is. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. Kaiju number 8 is pretty good, dude. It's pretty good. So far, so good. I knew it was gonna be good. It continues to be good. Production is pretty solid. I'm not the biggest fan of Kaiju number 8's art style, like character design art style, the way the characters' faces look. Something about it. It reminds me of Naruto. It makes sense because it's directed by the same guy who did Naruto, the Naruto anime. Ooh, don't do it, Gory. Don't do it. Is it pepperoni? What kind of pizza is it though? If you don't mind me asking. Maybe you can just pull a topping off, Just pull a single pepperono off of that boy. Sausage, broccoli, mushroom. Ooh. You could maybe, it's hard. Mushroom, you can see the indentation. If it's hot enough though, you could pull off a mushroom as long as you don't get too much of a cheese draw. Pull off like a sausage, and then the cheese will settle and it will be like nothing ever happened. It's a victimless crime. Victimless crime, classic example of a victimless crime. So yeah, Kaiju number 8 is pretty solid. I like it. Pull off sausage was my nickname in college. Nice, man. I was single pepperono. That's what they called me. Even though I didn't want them to. Anyways, I think, yeah, it's gonna go in. Keep an eye on this one. It's a good show. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the character designs. It looks kind of like Naruto in a way that I don't like. Not that I dislike Naruto's art style, but Naruto Shippuden's like late stage art style was kind of meh to me. It's just something about it it's not my aesthetic is actually what the thing about it is. It's not my personal enjoyed aesthetic, and that's that. I'm allowed to feel that way. Sakamoto Days also came out. The second season, or the second half of the first season, is way better than the first half of the season. They did an incredible job. I think I remember, I don't know if we read the article on stream, but I mentioned the article where the director of EMS Studios, TMS Studio, whatever studio is doing Sakamoto Days, mentioned that they had taken a lot of the feedback they'd been receiving and tried to apply that to the second half of the show. Not that they had that much time to animate it, they probably weren't able to change too much. I should have rated you earlier instead of the other bingo match that was ending might be... I don't know, it's no problem at all. I didn't care about that. I'm just happy that you're here in the first place. Yeah, it looks so much better. I don't know how much they would have been able to actually change based on, you know, the fact that they only had like less than a year to animate the second half. They would have already been working on a lot of it by the time the first half was actually releasing and people could give feedback. But in any case, the second half is a lot better than the first. Obviously, there's also more action in it, just like in the manga as well. Continue to qualify, Daniel. Continue to qualify. But yeah, it's good. I'd say keep an eye on this one. It's pretty high up. Now, honestly, I'm going to put these here for now because those are the two that we haven't watched yet. I'm going to go from the bottom up, watch this garbage fire burn. Is there anything that I think deserves to be called a garbage fire? We have to go over what the most dog water ones have been. Yeah, I mean, we're on the same page. I mean, honestly, I picked good ones. Pretty much all the shows that we picked for this season were shows that I thought were gonna be good. I didn't pick any show that I thought was gonna be bad. So maybe we'll change that because next week, I mentioned it before, next week we're gonna be watching all the trailers for the fall season of anime. So if there's ones that look like they are gonna be absolute garbage, I might add them to the list just to take a little gander at the fire. So we don't really have any garbage fires, I don't think. Like, this is the closest to garbage. Well, this is the closest to... These two are the closest to garbage fire in my book on this list. But I wouldn't call either one a garbage fire. They're just, like, fine. They're truly, like, low mid-core. Like, it's not... I don't really like them that much, but I don't dislike them that much. I watched more of this than I expected because I was hoping that it would, you know... be more interesting, but it wasn't really. This was pretty funny sometimes, but not that funny. Magic, Water Magician. I have a personal gripe with Water Magician because I keep seeing on Reddit people posting the intro animation to Water Magician and being like, finally, an isekai with a main character who's not a simp. Anime people, on one hand, the amount of anime people actively despise, which I think is more common in other forms of media. Ah, well, maybe you don't talk to enough. I mean, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of insanely bad anime, but the thing is, like, when it comes to insanely bad anime, there's less so bad it's good anime ratio as opposed to other media forms. There's a lot of movies that are so bad they're good. It's countless. TV shows as well. Videos, pictures, I don't know, maybe drawings, I guess. But anime, a lot of anime that's so bad is so bad that it's bad. But there are, I mean, if we go back to, we did this once before, if we go to my anime list's worst rated... Why does that keep happening? If we go to my anime list's worst rated shows, X-Arm is obviously there. Pupa is there. Mars of Destruction, yeah. Skelter Heaven, Hanoka, Pupa. I don't know if Handshakers is on here. But yeah, these shows are like, yeah, they're horrible, horrible, horrible. But they're not necessarily fun to watch, is the thing. Yeah, X-Arm, like I was saying before. You get stuff that's like, yeah, bad stuff, real bad stuff, but like stuff that's not fun to watch. So people don't hold those in esteem, and people don't watch them because they know that you're not really gonna get much out of it. But I mean, Handshakers is an absolutely abysmal show that I don't think people really care much for, but it's really bad. Yeah, a lot of low-rated anime in here that I don't think I would want to watch. Maybe X-Arm I would watch, because that is kind of so bad it's good. Maybe someday I'll check out anime that are the lowest rated anime on my anime list and punish myself by watching them. But yeah, for this list, like I said, it's not as volatile. There's not much of a binary here. I wouldn't want to call either of these a garbage fire, because I think that's me lying just to, like, you know, make a good story. I was saying, I don't like... Ooh, it got that stench. I smell a smelly smell. I smell it, smelly. I know what you're talking about. People, like I said on Reddit, I saw many posts where people were like, holy shit, man, Water Magician is so good. Finally, a main character who's not a simp and who doesn't have a harem, because apparently that, like, irks people. Like, I understand not liking that trope because it's, like, unrealistic or because it's overused, but to just be annoyed at a man seeking affection from a woman because that makes him a simp is a whole other part of the culture that I don't like. You know, it pisses me off a little bit. But in any case, the show is not that good. The show is fine. The animation is not that good. The opening's animation is amazing, but that's just, you know, that is not indicative of the actual, you know, quality of the rest of the show, which the quality of the rest of the show is not live up to that in the first place. So I'm gonna put it here because it is a pretty good show if you're into that sort of thing. I watched a good amount of it, but it wasn't really hitting for me. Next. The reason I don't watch more anime is because I find most of the animation to be very bland. I understand that, yeah. I mean, there is a lot of anime out right now, and that continues to come out that doesn't just hit the same kind of general tropes and formula, and that's always something that I'm interested to look at. But it's interesting because I've had people in chat, even like earlier today, we had Commander 465 who was talking about how, like, he thinks that new anime is, like, not as good, like the anime is dead pretty much. The best days of anime are long behind us, but it's just like people have very specific aesthetics, and some people are not willing to step outside of those or, you know, try things outside of those. I'm not very much like that. Force me to watch. Very good. The animation is pretty cool. Remember, like, isn't this just normal, or like how it's supposed to be? Oh no, that's not true at all, Gory. Now that's an incorrect take, I'll say. It's your opinion. At the end of the day, you're free to feel that way. But yeah, that's definitely the style and the production of Mob Psycho. It was not just like in actual, like, professional terms, was very unique. The way that they actually did the production, the amount of time they spent on the production, the reason they started doing it, the people they got on staff for it, very out of the ordinary. Yeah. Anything less than that is subpar. I mean, it is exemplary. I wouldn't say it's par, because it's, I mean, just by virtue of, like, what the word par usually denotes, it's not actually par. It is certainly exemplary, but it was a perfect storm of things. The staff, the amount of time they had, the company, and the amount of money and budget that they got, all perfect to make something. Even, like, I mean, if I was to describe, like, it's like the difference between, like, a slop game that shows up on Steam and, pardon, I mean, I know you might not feel exactly this way, but like a game like Silk Song, where they took 7 years, they didn't have any budget issues because they were making money, so they could take their time, they were able to do everything they wanted to do and release it the way they wanted it to be. Because when it comes to Soft Song, when it comes to anything like this, there are always constraints, there are always corners that have to be cut to get the product out on time and under budget or at budget, right? But yeah, Mob Psycho is, you know, it looks amazing. It's very unique. Its art style is very unique, and it does very specific things with its art, whether it's like the painted panels or the painted frames and all these other things that it did, because the show and the philosophy and, you know, the actual manga itself was also not standard. I don't know if you know about, like, One and the way that he got into making manga. Some sleeve slobbery, some oxygen slop, some air slop. Put on your feet slop, translation shoes. Went to my wage slop for my green slop. Hell yeah, bro. Get that Z slop. You don't need the sleep slop, you need the Z slop. But yeah, I mean, One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, the original creator One, didn't think that he would be a good mangaka. He started doing One Punch Man just because he was like, I can't draw, but like I just want to make this as like a hobby. It became popular. Eventually Kentaro not Kentaro Miura, sorry. Murata? Is it Murata? Yeah, Murata, Eye Shield 21 mangaka was like, hey, can I like make a new can I like redo One Punch Man as like an official manga? And they were like, yeah, sure, because original One Punch Man was just a web manga, and then he became popular through that, and then he started Mob Psycho after the fact, and his art got better, but his art style is very unique because he's somebody who wasn't like a really great artist who kind of just got better through, I mean, like every artist does, through practice. And then they did the show that way as well, you know, following that kind of art style that doesn't look it doesn't look too similar to a lot of other shows at the very least. But anyways, enough yapping. Let's yap some more about this. Ugly Man Epic Fighter is moving up a tier because it's better than I thought. It was something that seems silly. One Punch Man fans who seem like the ideal human being are completely clearly why the character is funny due to cultural differences. I mean, that's always going to be the case. Their media literacy and just people, I mean, it is basically, it's kind of media literacy. People don't like if Elmo was John Wick. People don't understand gag manga. Yeah, no, that's a sentence. Yeah. I think I can put a period there. But a lot of people in the West don't fully understand gag manga or just gags in manga. They think that because a show is funny, it can't be serious, or because it's serious, it shouldn't be funny. While in Japan, a lot of those things are just the same thing. I mean, my favorite anime of all time, Gintama, is a gag show, but also has some of the best drama and action of, you know, of its genre. Go into a coma. 4-Koma. I like 4-Koma. I'm a fan of 4-Koma. I mean, Pop Team Epic started as a 4-Koma and became an anime and became popular and, you know, does a good job at it. I mean, I've talked about, you know, the whole... I've heard people say that anime comedy is cringe, or that they don't like anime comedy style, because I've talked about, you know, the Tsukomi, Bokeh, funny man, straight man anime style that we get. Azumanga Daioh. Whatever was. I'm not checking. Azumanga Daioh. It's pretty close. I mean, Azumanga Daioh, yeah, is another great example. Nichijou, obviously, and City, the animation, which is right here, and we'll talk about it in a second. I mean, a lot of people, for some reason, separate American comedy and Japanese comedy in a way that doesn't make sense to me. Yes. Yeah, the sequel, The City of the Animation, came out this season. You should check it out. It's very, very, very good and gorgeous. If you're talking about anime that has different art styles, check that out. That has a very unique art style. Its production is immaculate, perfect, no notes. I don't even know how they did it, but it's incredible. Mwah. Hold on a second, I'll just do this right here. There we go. What was I just talking about? Oh yes, funny stuff, comedy. Yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, I find Japanese comedy kind of cringe and like crazy. I can see over I mean, a lot of anime is melodrama. It's just the nature of the medium. It's the same as like heightened language. Like in the same way a Shakespeare play is heightened as opposed to like somebody talking on the street. Anime, the way people deliver their lines, the way characters act, is heightened in contrast to how Japanese people on the street talk. It depends on, you know, how on board a person is willing to get. I mean, like you said, yeah, I think I just do not like melodrama very much. It depends on how on board you're willing to get and how well an anime can make its its conceits make sense in its own world. Because, like, in every kind of fiction, there's suspension of disbelief. You get on board for whatever the thing you're interacting with is telling you to be like, this makes sense in context of what it is. Anime is the same way. Some people are not willing to, like, you know, be like, this just doesn't make sense to me, or it's too much, which is fine, you know. it also depends from show to show. Some shows are more realistic, some shows are more naturalized. Like this show right here, which is very fantastical because it's sci-fi, but the delivery in Milky Subway is very naturalistic. The characters talk over each other. Odd Taxi is another great example, even though it is still very heightened. In delivery, it's also very snappy and like conversational. A lot of anime doesn't go for that style. Also, a lot of anime, like, language is simplified in the first place. Yeah. Milky Subway. But, yeah, I find it weird that people say they don't like the anime comedy style, but also, I mean, I don't know if it's always literally the same people. I've said this before also. But they also, those same people, these straw people I'm talking about, like a lot of American comedy that is essentially just the same comedy style, but in English. So, like, I think of, like, people who, like when I always mention, like, RDC World, Key and Peele, even just a lot of improv comedy in general still follows the same basic comedy formula that majority of Japanese comedy follows. So, alright, hold on. I don't know, maybe one day I'll do like an official comedy fucking lecture, because I'm so funny, aren't I? Not that you have to be funny to study comedy, but you have manzai, right? Manzai is a comedy style in Japan. It's a traditional, look at that, manzai is a traditional style of Japanese comedy. It's ancient, it's antiquated. If it's yeah, I played Rhythm Heaven. It's old school, and it mirrors Western comedy in the same way as in vaudeville and comedy duos. So take us back to the 1920s, 1930s. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of Abbott and Costello. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm doing this shit right now. You wanna fucking get me on this road? This is your fault, Gory. We're gonna watch Who's On First. This is a classic. I hope I don't get copyright struck for this. I would be surprised, but 1945, vaudeville reminded me that I learned the ice cream truck song. Yes, it's true. I remember talking to, I was at rehearsal one time and somebody brought up that exact thing, the ice cream truck song. That is true. It's crazy. But all right, we're gonna watch Abbott and Costello, Who's On First. So this is the same general framework as manzai. Okay, let's start here. Manzai is a form of Japanese comedy that has generally two people who are taking two different roles. You have your straight man, you have your funny man, your boke, which is the dumb guy or funny man in Japanese, and the Sukomi, which is the straight man, who also does the act of Sukomi, which is being a straight man, is to do Sukomi or to, yeah. Anyways, the boke is the guy who is doing crazy stuff, saying crazy stuff, introducing crazy stuff to the situation. Straight man is the one who's reacting to the crazy stuff as a normal person essentially would, commenting on that crazy stuff, being like, that's so crazy. And therein, the dichotomy with the relationships between the two is where the comedy comes in. In old school duo-based comedy in the United States, which is not really very popular nowadays, you do still get that nowadays, but very, 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 very much less so. Yeah, all right. I'll throw you into a caldera. Very much less popular now. You do get a couple of people who still do it, but this used to be the way comedy was done back in the day. But especially on vaudeville, because if you don't know what vaudeville was like old school variety shows on stage. You get a bunch of performers who come up, they do their act, whether it's juggling or comedy or singing. If people don't like them, somebody brings the big hook, grabs them, and pulls them off the stage. So if you've seen it in cartoons, like Looney Tunes did that a lot. If you've seen it in movies, that's what it's a reference to, is to pulling people off stage during vaudeville, because they're bombing. Nobody wants to see them. Pull them off, get the next performer on. So a lot of vaudeville comedians were, what a vaudeville cane was. Yeah, I mean, listen, man, it's antiquated stuff. I mean, the only way they would know is if they saw it, and most people don't see that kind of shit nowadays. But yeah, Abbott and Costello are a perfect example of Sioux vaudeville comedians. You have the funny man and the straight man in this as well. This is the English terms for it. I don't know if they ever had any interplay with Sukomi and vaudeville, like comedy. I don't know if they ever had any interplay where like they influenced each other, or if it was just like, I mean, we're all human beings at the end of the day. We find similar things funny in the same way fart jokes exist in like every culture. I'm sure this kind of thing developed, you know, in tandem in different cultures as well. Anyways, we're going to watch Abbott and Costello, who's on first, just because I want to now. All right.
Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat.
So you can see, try to identify who the funny man is, who the straight man is. It's pretty straightforward. It's also classic, man. Anyone who says this shit ain't funny is a liar.
What are you doing? I love baseball. Well, we all love baseball. When we get to St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so when I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark, I'll be able to know those fellas? Well, now, is it all right, folks? All right. Excuse me, all right. I want to find out the fellas' names. As long as it's okay with you. I'm crazy about baseball. Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat. Okay. Now, look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore? Yes, sir. All right. But you know, strange it may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names. Funny names? Nicknames, pet names. Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie. Oh, yes. Funnier than that? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know's on third. That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third. Do you know the fellas' names? Yes. Well, then who's playing first? Yes. I mean the fellow's name on first base. Who? The fellow playing first base for St. Louis. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yes. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. Who? The first base. Who is on first? Have you got a first baseman on first? Certainly. Then who's playing first? Absolutely. When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money? Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it. Who is? Yes. So who gets it? Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. Whose wife? Yes. After all, the man earns it. Who does? Absolutely. Well, I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
So well written, man.
Who's on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. Well, don't change the players. I'm not changing nobody. Take it easy. What's the guy's name on first base? What's the guy's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. We're not talking about him. How did I get on third base? You mentioned his name.
What are you doing, Gory?
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third? No, who's playing first?
Who's playing first?
First, will you? Well, what do you want me to do? Now, what's the guy's name on third base? What's on second? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. He's on third. There I go, back on third again. Well, I can't change their names. Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst? Now, what is it you want to know? What is the fella's name on third base? What is the fella's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? I don't know. Third base. You got an outfield? Oh, sure. St. Louis has got a good outfield? Absolutely. The left fielder's name? Why? I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you. Well, I just thought I'd tell you. Then tell me who's playing left field. Who is playing first? Stay out of the infield. Don't mention their names out here. I want to know what's the fella's name in left field. What is on second? I'm not asking you who's on second.
So funnily enough, usually each of these two, Abbott and Costello, one of them usually plays the funny man and one of them usually plays the straight man. I think actually in this sketch, or I guess you could call it a sketch, in this sketch, in this comedy, in this performance, as it were, they actually kind of switched roles a bit, because usually I don't remember which one's Abbott and which one's Costello. I'm not gonna lie, my old school theater teacher would be disappointed in me, but whatever. He usually plays the straight man, and he usually plays the funny man. You can tell because he makes the most noises. He's like, you know, the sillier. Usually, I mean, the rounder guy tends to play the funny guy or the silly guy in these duos anyway. The taller one tends to, you know, because I mean, I think that's just, you know, based on even in like character designs for animated movies. The silly guy is usually the rounder guy, and the skinny, more rigid person is usually the more straight, by the book character. Just like that's just like how the character, that's how like our brains rationalize those shapes. Anyways, he's playing the straight man more so now, I guess, even technically. Ooh, my gosh, my neck. And he's more of the funny man because he's playing it straight. He's playing it straight. One coffee. I mean, hey, person wanted the coffee, nothing else. Honestly, that's discipline. I that person is after my own heart. Give him a high five when you see him. Say, Daniel asked me to do this, and don't answer any other questions.
Who is on first? I don't know.
Third base. Oh, look at that. You can see what the most popular, most replayed places are. But yeah, so he's the one who's like out of the loop, confused, and trying to get information. The comedy obviously comes from the lack of communication. And he's the guy who's, while he's playing it straight, he's not the straight man, as it were. If that makes sense.
Who is on first? I don't know. Third base. Take it easy, man. And the left fielder's name? Why? Because. Oh, he's center field. He's center. Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and stop this. Oh, look,
Mr.
please.
Blowhurst.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on the team?
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching? Who is on?
Break your arm. You say who's on first?
Why come up here and ask?
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
First.
First. You got a catcher?
Yes.
The catcher's name?
Today.
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
There
That's
you
all. St.
go.
Louis has got a couple of days on the team.
Well, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do?
Now you're getting it.
Got a catcher?
Yes.
I'm a good catcher, too, you know.
I know that.
I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team, and I'm catching.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws the ball, and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yeah.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Yeah.
Who has it?
Naturally.
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 Okay.
Now, you've got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
I know, you don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, that's it. Say it that way.
That's what I said.
You did not.
I said I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Yes.
So I throw the ball to first base and naturally gets it.
No, you throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm saying.
You're not saying that.
Excuse me, folks.
All right, I'm sorry, Fred.
I throw the ball to
You
naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it. Well, say it that way.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
get excited. Now, don't get
I throw the
excited.
ball to first base
Then
and
who gets it?
he better get it.
All right, now don't get excited. Take it easy.
Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't care.
What was that?
I said, I don't care.
Oh, that's a shortstop.
Yeah, that's it. That's the classic who's on first. Making the funnies all the way back then. Anyways, that was all just to say that kind of stuff. I mean, I don't know. Some people could say that's not funny now, and honestly, I would disagree. But also, comedy, much like everything else, is. They didn't think that most. What's the other one they did that I think most people know? Oh, what's the other one they did that I think most people know? I think it's the one in the classroom. There's the one in the classroom. Hold on. Abbott. Why does that keep happening? I don't know what's happening with that. Abbott and Costello. It's one in the classroom, right? Burlesque, radio, film, television. Who's on first? I think it's the math one, right? It's the one where they're doing math in the classroom, something like that. Classroom. I'm just gonna put classroom. Classroom scene. Yeah, 7 times 13 is 28. It's kind of the same vibe. They were kind of trying to, catch that lightning in the bottle again. We're not gonna watch that one now, but yeah, it's the same kind of vibe. Abbott and Costello. 7 times 13 is 28. It's a good one. I do recommend it. Check it out. Check it out if you have the time. But anyways, that was all just to say they don't know what they're talking about. These people were saying that this shit ain't funny. Okay, it is funny. You just have to understand. Once you get it, once you understand what they're doing, and you're able to absorb the comedy, it's quite good. 81 degrees. Holy shit! What's the temperature over? I feel like it's nowhere near that hot. It was fairly cool the past couple of days. Oh no, it's 84 degrees over here. I lied. Okay, it's hot. It's hot as hell, turns out. Anyway, speaking of comedies, Night of the Living Cat was not that good, but it is better than I think Detectives These Days Are Crazy. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, aren't you guys coastal? Surprised you're not getting no. I guess you are less hot than over here. No. Oh, is this a horror movie thing? I'm not a horror movie guy, okay? If you're a horror movie guy, you might like Night of the Living Cat, though. It's a Night of the Living Dead parody where the cats are the zombies, and it makes a lot of tropes. It's pretty funny. The joke kind of gets a little tired, though, but it's still generally quite funny. Oh, you go real hard on there? I mean, we'll try to play some spooky games in October. I'm not looking forward to it because I don't like scary games, but I'll do it. I'll do it because the time calls for it or whatever. Anyways, this goes to the top of a way to pass the time, I guess. Secrets of the Silent Witch goes up to keep an eye on this one, certainly. Hell Teacher Nube stays where it is, if you ask me. Leviathan, I'm gonna move down because I actually didn't watch any more of Leviathan. Lord of Mysteries, I'm also going to move down because I haven't really watched much Lord of Mysteries. Nobody's talking about that show, man. People were talking the shit out of it before it came out. They were like, oh, Lord of Mysteries is going to come out. It's going to change the world, dude. The entire fabric of our reality is going to morph to a new form once the show hits the freaking screens. Nobody is going to be able to breathe oxygen without thinking about this show once it releases. It's out, and I don't hear anyone talking about it, so it's going into seems like good stuff if you're into that. Now, shows I'm actually watching, have been watching. Secrets of the Silent Witch, very good show. I like it a lot. Busaman Gachi Fighter, Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, way better than I expected. Way better than I expected, funnily enough. Sakamoto Days, the second season is very good. Kaiju number 8 is good. With You in the Rain is still quite good, but I don't know. I kind of like I haven't watched much of it in recent times. Grand Blue Dreamin' season 2, like the one with the women. You mean this one? You mean Ruri Rocks? You're one of those guys posting on the Ruri Rocks subreddit, huh, Gory? I knew it. I could smell it on you. I could smell it on you. The musk. Grand Blue Dreamin' season 2 is very good, very funny. Milky Subway, honestly, I don't know if it's Enemy of the Year material, but it's going at the top. Yeah, you're getting your rocks off, more like. I know your kind. I know your ilk. Clevitas, very good, but honestly, it kind of started to lose me as it went. It was at the top of my keep an eye on this one list, but unfortunately, the first episode is spectacular. Nigh like no notes level spectacular, but it never hits the highs of the first episode again, I don't think. I mean, the first episode was like a 45-minute like a mini movie. The production value was there, everything was sick. It never really hits those heights again, I don't think. Togenanki. We saw Togenanki in the trash taste, or not trash taste, summer trash list, not tier list, but the trash of the summer anime season. We did see Togenanki. It is just shonen slop. It's like real pure shonen slop, Blue Exorcist style. Honestly, I'm fine with Epic Fighter being here. I'm looking. This. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. No garbage fires. Now, for Anime of the Year material, I still think Takopi is on top for now, but a bunch of these are moving around a little bit. We're going here, because the Summer Hikaru Died continues to be spectacular. Dandadan clears Gachiakuta. Rory rocks. City clears all of these. I think City might clear, honestly, yeah, here. Like this. Like that. City, the animation. It almost looks like they like meld into each other, funnily enough. Yeah, actually, I think I'm fine with this. Yeah, I think I'm fine with this. That's pretty much it. I got no notes. I like what I'm looking at here. All these shows that I like are where they should be. All the shows I don't like are not where they should, or are where they shouldn't be, or where they should be. I can't speak. No, that's fine. Oh, Gory, did I tell you I got my potion? It finally arrived. It's gonna fix everything, man. I already took 2 doses, and I'm telling you, man. I'm feeling it, man. It's Ninjom Pei Pak Koa. You know, a little something. I got it from Swenwan, Hong Kong. Ninjom Medicine Manufacturing. A little residue on the side. Is that CBD? No, this is not CBD. Are you kidding me? You think I'm taking that weak shit? Nah, this is real efficacious potion right here. This brew right here, it'll fix you. Whatever ails you, you'll feel all the way better. Here. Never heard of it? Well, if you take a couple of doses, you'll never hear anything else ever again, I promise. I'm kidding, it's not gonna make you go deaf. It's gonna make you go Super Saiyan. What it is actually is, you know, with enough with the, you know, bullshit, it is essentially a honey and loquat. It's a honey serum that's supposed to be good for your throat, good for your lungs, good for your respiratory system. All the years, yeah, exactly. All the years of drugs, you know, have left me gummed up in various ways. So this is helpful for exactly that. I've heard. I got it today. I'm trying it out today. So far, I mean, it's been helpful, I think. My voice feels a little bit more powerful than it would at this point in the day, especially with all the talking I've been doing. All right. I was thinking about whether I wanted to do another Anidol or not. I got lost in the sauce just now. You know what? Fuck it. I'm guessing the house. You thought you escaped? Nah. You're just in time. This looks like a house from like the 70s. It looks like a house that's stuck in the 70s. Look at the shape of the... It's in California, in Tarzana? That's a place? Y'all got a Tarzana? Just above Los Angeles? Tarzana? I lost where Tarzana is. Fairfax, Beverly Hills. Tarzana. Alright, I'm gonna guess like a good 750. No, I'm gonna guess like a good 890,000. Oh, about a mil? Yeah, this house was built in like the frickin' 70s, man. $1 million. $1 million. Oh, look at that. Half an acre is crazy. I mean, you are in Tarzana, but $159,99,999. Is it possibly $2 million? Okay. It is $1,800,000. Fuck, $1,700,010,000. 65 in the 60s. I mean, it looks like a house that was built in the 60s or the 70s, like I said. All right. Honestly, I'm feeling more alive than I've felt in a long time. Translation, I'm tired. I'm going to finish things off here today, everybody. Like I said, next week, we are checking out anything 70s, think carpeting, wood paneling, etc. That's my aesthetic right there. That's my jam. Yeah, all right. Gory wants to go back to the 70s. He wants to go back to a time when gay people weren't allowed to get married. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. That's what he said. That's what he said just right now on my stream. Just like you, Gory. Just like you. All right. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Next Friday, like I said, we're going to be watching all the anime trailers for the new fall season. Come on through if you want to see if there's anything that you want to check out. He wants to go back to a time when only men exist. Well, actually, there's no time that exists like that, but... Anyways, that's gonna be, yeah, come on Monday, come Tuesday. We're gonna have all sorts of stuff happen. I don't know what we're gonna do on Monday and Tuesday, actually, because we finished Silk Song. I don't know if I'm gonna go straight back to Hollow Knight Original to do all the extra stuff that I didn't do. I don't know if I want to, honestly. Now that I beat Silk Song, I'm like, I don't know if we need to go back to the OG Hollow Knight, but I'll conceive all those things. It's over. Yeah, my life is over. Once the stream goes off, so do I, man. It's over. And if anyone asks who did it, it was Gory. I already have your name written in blood on my wall. You're cooked, man. You're cooked. Anyways, may I suggest a raid? Oh yeah, sure. I could do that. How does that work again? Yeah, raid channel. Give me the shits. Because I'm gonna go to sleep. Ooh. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah, dude. You're so right. Did I spell her name wrong? Yes, I did. Yep, I'm faded off that Chinese shit right now, man. It hit different. It hit different. I'm ready to freaking enter a new dimension once I close my eyes. Alright, the raid is happening. Okay, I'll change that in a moment. Alright. The raid will be happening in a minute and 15 seconds. Now Raydan. Oh shit, it works. It works perfectly. How do you do that, man? How'd you do that? I'm sending you over. Bye-bye.